chronologically? Do you guys want to jump around?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
um
fine. I'm fine with let's go
either.
chronological. Honestly, that makes the most
Alright.
sense. Let's go chronological.
All right.
Okay. Have any of you played the original
I
Call of
have
Duty?
not played the first three.
Okay.
I'll
Boom.
just throw that out
I'm
there.
just gonna get this out of here.
Never played the first three.
Never played the Chinese one.
Oh, there's a fucking
Call of
Chinese
Duty
one.
3. There it is.
Jesus.
I was
That's
like, I
my.
haven't even played the PS Vita one, but I already know it's dog shit
Wait,
poopy.
I have also
was
not
that
played the
PS
PS
Vita
Vita one.
one? Okay.
Actually, I have played
I
Big
can
Red
I
one.
can tell you right now though, XCOM Declassified sucked. So I can't imagine that Call of Duty Declassified would be any different.
What's it called?
Alright.
I was like, what was like the first Call of Duty you guys played?
The
Just so
first
we know
one I
where to start
played,
off.
if we're
Call of Duty
talking
Modern Warfare.
chronologically, yeah, Modern Warfare. That's where
Modern
I
Warfare.
started.
Call
Okay.
of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot. We have to call it
Gameplay is
Call of Duty
alright.
4 Modern Warfare now.
Yeah.
What's the victory? You never played. Damn, this shit's. We cut off like half the fucking games.
I was like, there's somebody
Okay.
like at the beginning, and then we
Did any of us play Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, like the mobile game?
the mobile game. No.
I didn't play it.
Mm, I mean, I played it a little bit because played at school, and like honestly, it was. I'm gonna say it had some good points for the time. Like the fact that I could play it on my fucking phone and shit like that. And I mean, it had like Kino and shit, so like some decent maps.
All right. Then we'll give it good points off of its achievement alone because getting actual mobile games on iOS back then. I mean, it wasn't unheard of. You had God,
Yeah.
it was like Dead on
Plants vs
Arrival.
Zombies.
Yeah, you had you had Dead on Arrival way back when, which was like an isometric COD Zombies, which is pretty decent. But
Mm.
like actual stuff that felt like games on iOS and not just like
Dude, I
mobile
remember
games.
that like span of time in like the early 2010s
Like
when like
Infinity Blade.
they started making like FPSs on fucking mobile of like shooters and shit like that. It was always zombies. I think that was like the rage, but like anyways,
Well, it's
Oh,
good. Plants
Gunship
vs.
kicked ass. I don't remember
It's
Zombie
because
Gunship.
I do remember that actually, yeah.
I love that game.
I do
Goddamn.
not.
Oh, S tier,
Fucking.
S tier.
I do not remember those
Throw it out
songs.
there. Better than every Call of Duty
Fucking,
ever made.
I think everyone started doing zombie games because COD Zombies plus Plants vs Zombies. It's just like, oh, everyone, big retard was like, yeah, fucking zombies are the fucking main draw, not fun gameplay.
All right. Fucking, we're getting off topic. Let's go back. Let's go back to the fucking rating Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Call of
All right.
for Modern
Let's.
So
Warfare.
Should
what
we
do you
talk
guys
about the
say?
campaign first, or the multiplayer, or the Spec Ops? Actually, did
Um,
Modern Warfare have Spec Ops? I don't remember.
it did have Spec Ops. It had
Okay,
fucking
because
um.
I didn't really play much Spec Ops in Modern Warfare. I played the most
Neither.
Spec Ops in 2 and 3. So I can't really speak to how good the Spec Ops was in 4, but I can talk about the multiplayer
And
and
the
the
campaign.
campaign. And I gotta say,
Campaign.
you know what, dude?
Icon.
Everyone fucking loves Modern Warfare 2's campaign. It was really good, but Call of Duty 4 actually feels like some shit that's happening and not like a crazy action movie. Which yeah, they're two totally different vibes, and like it depends on which one you're feeling. But
Mhm.
usually I find myself enjoying COD 4's campaigns more like grounded realism ish.
And I will say I give it points for kind of like the innovation of like bringing it to the modern era and fucking doing something new with its campaign aside from just like telling a World War II story,
hmm
which
That was fucking.
and dude, like the fucking nuke scene is iconic. You know,
Yeah.
honestly, for me personally, I mean, I was pretty young when I played it. That was the first time it like the protagonist kind of died in a story, and at least for me, I felt like kind of the impact of like holy shit.
Yeah, that was
You know,
pretty
so
sick.
when General Shepard fucking goes sicko mode in the second game, you know, I was like, honestly, I kind of feel that. I mean, still gonna gun his ass down, but you know,
I was like, Modern Warfare was like the first Modern Warfare was fucking so like the intro had you hooked because it was you being executed. That was the first cutscene. Was you getting you being the
Not
president.
not to mention King Bad Guy had a fucking baller golden deagle.
Yeah, fucking baller golden deagle, and you just fucking it's slow mode as he just fucking points it at your face, and boom, that's the start of the fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Campaign,
First
I'd say,
impression.
yeah, it was great. I'd say for campaign alone, it deserves GOAT status.
dude, it was like
I'm
it's so
kind of
memorable.
torn. Because my thing is like it's so iconic overall, like as as like a thing. It's a really solid game, even if you don't have like the nostalgia or like the context of like what was going on. But I don't know if I would give it GOAT status. You know, when I think of like
Like,
the definitive Call of Duty experience, because like
well, definitive Call of Duty multiplayer, I would give it to other Call of Duties.
Yeah, the multiplayer,
Definitive.
it was still very much so in his infancy. It wasn't quite as well balanced as some of the other ones, and it didn't have that everything is broken fun of God, what was it, Modern Warfare 2. Instead, it was more like, you know, World at War, where it's like it was really fun, but there's a couple things that are just incredibly overpowered because this was before the days of patching and all that. That's just kind of how it was.
I was like,
So
what
you know,
good with
everyone
that?
uses the MP40 in World of War. You know, everyone uses fucking stopping power in
Same.
Modern Warfare. If you're a bitch, you use
is it like
Juggernaut.
stopping power PPSH.
Yeah,
That shit was so funny.
it was very.
So
funny.
fucking, like, yeah. In terms of multiplayer, there are better Modern Warfares. In
But-
terms of campaign, it's so iconic.
Yeah, and
You
know,
can I was like, you could play it over and over again, and you're just like, damn, that's a good campaign.
yeah.
I had fun.
And you know, obviously, you gotta give it points for being the first, like, I would say modern Call of Duty. The first three was,
I
you know,
mean,
they
it's
are
called
Call
Modern
of Duty,
Warfare, you know?
but
They were like finding their footing.
yeah, COD 4 really kind of it's when it. It's
They're
when
still
it
mooching
came
off
in-
of Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
That's when they came into their own. So I mean,
I mean,
I'm
do
gonna
you-
stay firm on GOAT status.
Like
how about you,
it can
Justin?
stay in GOAT, right? Because we can move it up and down GOAT as we go along.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
can-
gonna
we
I'm
can
gonna
order
put
it
it there
in GOAT.
solidly right now. I'm like honestly, it's definitely got to be top 3.
Yeah, I really
Without a
hate how
doubt.
this tier list isn't sorted chronologically. That's really annoying.
Yeah,
to me.
who the fuck?
I don't know. The
I
next
think
one,
they-
I was so
I
fucking
believe
lazy
the next
that I
one
couldn't
was World at
fucking-
War, right?
Yeah.
2007, 2008, World at War, which I would almost put it like goated because out of all the World War II Call of Duties, I like this is just like the best one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's not
I
just
was
like,
like-
oh boy, it's D-Day for the 25th time. It's like, no, you've got the Pacific campaign.
Yeah, the Pacific
know, you've got
campaign,
the
and the
Russian
Eastern
shit.
Front. It's like it,
I was
it
like,
felt
it's
so
too
different,
fun. Yeah.
and yeah, it was just like shit that like wasn't like done to death. It felt like at the time, and
It
like the
felt new.
characters and like the events and like everything like that were compelling. Like I was like, oh shit, I actually care about this guy, and like oh, I actually feel like sad when I want to feel sad, or mad when they want me to feel mad, or like whatever the fuck.
I felt prideful putting that fucking flag at the top of fucking
Yeah,
Germany.
dude.
And
That's
let's
him.
not forget, like, probably one of the most iconic scenes in any Call of Duty campaign. The first time you're walking, it was like what, one of the first missions of the game when you get rescued from the Japanese camp and you're going through the jungle, and then out of fucking nowhere, Banzai! You just get rushed by like
Oh, the
three
fucking like
dudes.
Oh, yeah,
flares fucking light up.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's
Holy shit.
trapped. The dude blows up, then everyone just starts charging you.
Dude, or what the fucking beginning of the Russian campaign, where you're literally in the middle of fucking Stalingrad, and you gotta fucking climb through all the bodies of your fucking friends with Reznov,
Yeah, you're in
and
the.
then you have to fight that sniper. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
There's a sniper at the top floor.
No,
You just grazed
him.
I will throw his fire!
You just grazed.
Definitely, absolutely, like top 3 campaign. Well, maybe like top 5, but still very good campaign.
Fucking.
Solid, because my thing is like, campaign was amazing, and still
Oh,
my
great.
favorite campaign out of all the campaigns. It introduced zombies, which we didn't even get to talk about, which is kind of insane for the whole series.
Oh yeah, I've
I was like, fucking Knock, Verrucht, you know, Numa, Therese, like every single one of those maps, honestly. What about Therese?
I'm on Doris.
I'm on Doris.
Oh my
I'm on
god.
Doris. Everybody hit.
God damn it. But yeah, I'm like, if it wasn't for the multiplayer kind of feeling like lackluster, in my opinion, like, you know, you
And
play
it
it,
was
take
also
it or
copy
leave it.
paste of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, like it was just, you know, it was nothing crazy. Like, if it's multiplayer or something crazy too, that would be gold status for me. But it has just enough bad about it, and the fact that like it did introduce zombies, but they were definitely like
The
there's a
base
lot of
map
quirks with
sucked.
zombie. Yeah, they were pretty basic. I was like the only one that I can like consistently replay is Derice. I'm like Baruch is just a pain in the ass. Noct is just too bare bones, and Shinonuma's like, I mean, it's alright.
You played
But like, I
Shu.
hate the swamp. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, definitely Doris was. I mean, I could get crucified for this, but I would say Doris is the only math worth a damn in World at War. And that's very evident by the fact that it's basically one of the only ones that's like consistently been remade.
Right.
Um,
Noct they kind of remake it just because like it's the first map.
but they didn't really, like
Mhm.
they did, but they added all that stuff to it because it by itself it just sucks.
True. Yeah.
So, yeah, Zombie is very innovative, but half baked. So definitely half points. The DLC tried to clean it up, but yeah, base game, no, that stuff was good for like maybe an hour or two, and then you just never play it again.
Yeah, and they were just kind of experimenting, which like not like it's a bad thing, but like obviously it means
I was like setting up
not
for
everything's
Modern
gonna hit.
Warfare 2 and fucking Black Ops later. I was like,
Speaking of Modern Warfare 2, that's
oh
our
wait, I
next
forgot.
game.
Did Black Ops or fucking Modern Warfare 2 came first?
Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare
2
2.
and then Black Ops.
Okay.
But anyway, I really don't think it has to be said where this game is going. It's amazing
I
campaign,
mean, it would
amazing.
contest almost.
No, it's not even a question, dude. It goes all the way in the goat. The
I
campaign,
was like,
the campaign is absolutely one of the best in the series. Like I said, even if it's not the bound gritty realism of World at War and Modern Warfare, it has like that badass action movie, all the bombastic moments. I mean, obviously it's not realistic to shoot down helicopters with like a machine pistol on a speedboat going over a waterfall, but it is badass.
Mm.
I would definitely say that while Price passing the pistol to you to take down the King Russian bad guy, I think like Zakayev or I don't remember his name, but that was
fucking
certainly
taking.
a badass and iconic moment. Nothing, and I do mean no campaign ending will come close to ripping out the knife and throwing it at General Shepard's eye. I don't think there is a
Yeah, that's pretty
single
raw, I'm
moment
not
in
gonna lie.
any campaign that even compares. You know?
Just you're
I was,
just
like, kind of
you like
thinking-
feel like you're there. Like, come on, fucking get it, shit off me!
Fucking spamming
And
your fucking button.
yeah, you just fucking mashing that shit. You're like, come on, I gotta kill this guy, come on! And you pull it out, and he fucking, you like your first thing you do is flip the knife, and then just fucking the camera pans over to Shepard beating the shit out of Price, and then it just gives you the prompt or it gives you the crosshair to throw it.
And
Yeah,
fucking he
that
just like looks up for like a second, like oh.
And it goes right into
Like
his
Yeah,
right
was-
through the
that was
I guess
corner.
okay. Before I
definitely-
place this, real quick, for like goat status, we're just putting one game, right? Or do you
No,
guys want to
I
have like
think- I
multiple
think-
in like a tied kind of thing?
Yeah, well, the problem is if we like if we intentionally restrict it to where it's only like you can only have one game per series, then we're gonna have things like Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, I would say are on the same tier, but we can't reflect that because it's not restricted. And then you'll run into like we can't have Black Ops and Black Ops 2 there, even though they are absolutely both badass games. So
Black Ops 2.
All right.
Honestly.
Just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Modern
I'm
Warfare
like
2
honestly,
Modern Warfare 2 above original Modern Warfare because
I would
it was
definitely
just
say that.
consistent.
I would agree with that. Still
Yeah.
goated, but Modern Warfare 2 is just that much better.
It
'cause
was just like
they took everything the first one did and just like built on it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it made it
That's
better.
a great segue into multiplayer because holy shit, I think
It
Modern
was
Warfare
so
2 has had the best jump in terms of multiplayer. I mean,
Mm.
you had all the kill streaks introduced with Modern Warfare 2. You had bling, You had all the different
Actually, I just remember.
maps.
So were there no kill streaks in the
There
Modern
No.
were, but
Well,
it was
there-
only UAV, airstrike, and the attack chopper. You know,
Mm,
And
that
like
was
the
it.
attack chopper was the big thing.
Because I was like, I remember in World at War there were, because you get like the attack dogs, or you get like the fucking spy plane
No, that was Black Ops.
and mortar strikes.
That was Black Ops.
No. World at
World-
War did have kill
No,
streaks.
no, no. World at War had kill streaks, but they only had the spy plane, the mortar strike, and the attack dogs. That was it.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant like all the different kill streaks.
No, yeah, customizable kill streaks. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I
no,
was actually
customizable
gonna
kill
ask,
streaks
like,
that
hey,
came out in Modern Warfare 2. You had the tactical nuke, which has come back again and again. Pavlo, you know, like emergency airdrop. That one took a bit of a break in a couple ones, but that's still one of my favorite kill streaks. And it's just all this
Well, it's
different
fun, honestly.
stuff, you know.
And then let's talk about the fucking maps, dude. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, you know what?
Terminal.
Terminal. I mean,
Rust.
Rust, Terminal, Afghan,
Quarry.
Quarry. You had so many.
I don't think there was a single map that I didn't
Invasion!
like. I even like
Invasion,
Favela, honestly.
dude. Favela, yeah, I love Favela. You know, people hate on that.
Hi-
map. I thought Favela, High Rise, you know, and what.
Oh
used to be
fuck, dude,
so-
high rise, holy shit.
Dude, I remember just entire games doing absolutely nothing but trying to run to the top of the buildings and get attack insert up, just because, like, you know what? I'd get shot 50 times out of 60, but those 10 times I actually got up there, oh my god, it was just a field day, dude. Sit up there with a Bear 50 cal. Pew, pew, pew. It's just
Fucking
the
fucking
freest kill streaks of your
scrapyard, too.
lives. Scrapyard, yeah. And like,
You know, people kept shitting on like noob tubes and like the what was it, like the SCAR, the ACR, or something like that, like all
Oh.
these broken things and like one man army. But like it felt like there were so many things that were like really strong. And like it was kind of before the internet era of like everybody metaslaving that like it was still really fun.
It was still
You know.
like diverse and stuff.
yeah, the
Yeah.
nice thing is, yeah,
And you have
noob
the
tubes
fucking-
were annoying. One man army was annoying, but dude, literally fucking everything in that game was broken. You know, some dude just like noob tubing out of the map, get a USP and attack knife, throw on commando, and you can shank him from 10 miles away.
Oh my God.
Fucking run around like a maniac with fucking double rangers.
Oh
Fuck
my
it.
god, the double 1887s, even post nerf, that shit was awesome. And obviously,
Fucking-
the birth of the MLG quickscope era.
So
you have
true,
the
so true.
fucking thumper too, and this shit was fucking
The absolute
very
legacy
funny.
that this game left on the multiplayer as the franchise.
Oh,
whole, you know.
I forgot. Yeah, the intervention.
Yep. Intervention, 360, YY, no scopes, FaZe Clan, Mom Get the Camera. How many of the internet's greatest MP3 clips have come from Modern Warfare 2 lobbies?
All of them.
All right, fucking.
Fucking.
You know what?
All
That's
the
still
original-
only
Jerk off
2/3,
Mod-
dude. The Spec Ops Sniper 5,
Oh, yeah.
one of the best missions in any game ever, came from this game.
So true.
I could waste days on Sniper Fi alone. It was so good.
You know, bonus points too for that one Spec Ops mission, Big Brother. Because even though I was a little kid and I was really dog shit, I
Was
could
that the
just
one
be
with
in
the
the.
AC-130 or the
Yeah, with the
helicopter?
fucking Actually, I forgot. I just know that you were overwatching. Like one of the players is like on the ground, and the other one's like up in the air with the fucking like the heat vision, whatever the fuck it's called, the thermals,
Yeah.
and just fucking raining down fucking fire.
Oh yeah,
to
one
cover
was
the
yeah,
guys
one
at
was
the
the
end.
AC-130 and one was the fucking.
Okay,
I
it
remember
wasn't
that.
AC-130? Yeah, I was
Wasn't
like,
it-
that was great because I was like, I didn't have to burden my brother with being like dog shit and having revived. I would just be in the fucking big ass plane and just fucking on the fucking battlefield.
Yeah.
Having a
that
great time.
mission was so much fun.
Did they have
And then-
survival in Modern Warfare 2?
No,
or was that Modern
that
Warfare
was
3?
Modern Warfare 3.
Warfare
We'll get
3,
to that.
yeah.
Oh, we
Okay,
will
okay.
get to that.
Oh, I forgot. Modern Warfare 2 had the best kind of streaks. Death streaks.
Okay. We don't talk about
Mark-
death streaks. We don't
We
talk
talk
about death
about
streaks.
we talk about Maradom is the greatest. Death streak.
It was really funny, but I won't lie. Owning some kid like 15 times only for him to get painkiller, so that you drop like
Okay.
2 full mags into him and then he just like 2 shots you. That wasn't fun.
Painkiller was fucking.
I mean, it was
Painkiller
kind of
was
funny
like,
though.
It was kind of funny, but I gotta say, death streaks kind of balls.
well, Painkiller was balls. Maradom was fucking hilarious.
Martyrdom was really funny, but still kind of lame to reward players for getting wrecked. That's
I
all
mean,
I'm
I always
saying.
thought of it as more of a comeback mechanic. Uh,
You get the one death on Mars.
I was like, really, it's about momentum, you know? Like, it's like when you play Valorant or some shit like that, you know, you're just going like 0-10. You just need like that one like tap, that one head tap, and you start building that rhythm, you know?
Alright, you know what?
After seeing someone die to a grenade because he died.
It just
You
kind of like gives
feel
you like
like-
a ha, got his ass, you know? I
I will
stopped his kill
definitely
streak,
say
you
when
know?
you're getting
Alright,
absolutely like when you're getting owned, you know, death streaks are nice to have that lifeline. So even if I don't really agree with them now, I will definitely say back then when I was playing this game on my 360, I was making very liberal use of them. So you know, I suppose I can't really complain.
Really liberal use of the Martham as I ran in with Riot Shield. Rangers.
Alright,
what's
I think
next?
that's about
Fucking-
everything.
Riot
on Modern
Shield,
Warfare 2.
fucker!
I think the next one is Black Ops, right?
Next one is Black Ops, and you know what?
Oh,
Another easy contender for GOAT. You know, this stretch of Call of Duty, they could do no wrong.
I was like,
Campaign,
yeah,
obviously that just badass Cold War. I mean, how many
Okay,
games
okay.
explore Cold War? You know,
All right, hold on. First things first.
how many good games, I should say.
Above or below Modern Warfare 1?
I would say it's above Modern Warfare 1, definitely below Modern Warfare 2.
I think so too. Because I think
Yeah.
about how much fun I have in Black Ops. Like I can replay the campaign, have fun. I can replay zombies, have fun. I can replay multiplayer and have fun. Can't really do the same with Modern Warfare. I can do its campaign, you know, Spec Ops. You know, the multiplayer kind of leaves something to be desired. And like, but Black Ops, honestly, even to this day, I honestly could have fun on Black Ops. Like, I mean, what would they have? What do they call it? The wager matches?
The wager matches, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Those are so fun to me.
I really like the idea of using currency to unlock what you wanted. I really wish they didn't do that with the attachments, and luckily they fixed that in Black Ops 2. But you know, if it didn't have it to where you had to buy the attachments with money too, I definitely liked this system.
I was just
Which-
like,
which-
you
which
get
is
what you
fair.
want.
It's kind of like fucking Rainbow Six when the game first came out. And like, you know, it's supposed to be like a tax shooter, but then you have like attachments and like certain like gadgets or whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
get to
that
like
shit was
buy.
lame.
It's like, bro, you can't really have that in this kind of game. Not like that much of a fucking wall.
You know, because like it's one thing, you know, if like okay, if I want this, if I want this, I don't know, this cool charm or whatever or skin on my gun, obviously using currency for that makes sense. But like, if I just got this new character that I just grinded like 10,000 renown or whatever it was to unlock,
Yeah.
and then I have to grind for another 10,000 renown to unlock the ACOG scope because playing the game without an ACOG is literally unplayable. Like that's just not fun.
Yeah. So, you know, I get that. Fucking. I mean, the campaign was also pretty innovative.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
campaign rocked. Like I said,
Campaign
you know,
was
how many
good.
good games take place on Cold War?
Yeah, right.
And
Like
not
it's
only
such
that-
a like not represented kind of era of time.
And not only
especially
that,
modern.
but it did it fucking great by not telling you who the fuck Mason was, and like the whole thing was like the campaign
Reznov conspiracy.
of just like going back. I was like, the whole campaign is you reliving fucking Mason's memories of like what happened and what got you here in the chair.
The numbers,
Right.
The numbers, Mason. What do you mean?
Definitely legendary campaign.
Fuck
Also-
you.
Also, guys, it had Ice Cube in the campaign. I'm just
forgot
saying.
about
forgot
That
about
fucking
that.
Bowman.
that.
Which honestly, I kind of wish they like
Oh,
killed him off
man.
so fast. I felt like he was in like 1 or 2 missions and that was it.
Yeah.
And then he got freaking blasted.
Yeah, fucking got Russian roulette. What can I say?
And you know what,
Hell.
man? As much as I hated
Bang, bang,
what?
bang, bang, bang.
Oh. As much as I hated the Nova Crawlers in Knockout
Oh my God, dude.
and
Kino.
in Kino der Toten, obviously the map is probably one of the most iconic in the whole series.
It's definitely a
Uh,
fan favorite. I know a lot of people say it's like
5
their favorite
was
fucking
amazing.
map.
Even though, you know, I personally hated the scientist dude, it was kind of funny when he jacked your buddy's shit and you guys
feel
were all
like-
just like chasing him down.
It was like a hard map, but like it was such a cool map with like a bunch of like fun little features and like things to like do and see that it almost makes up for it. And like you can kind of challenge yourself, like you can't like crutch on like a wonder weapon. You got to change where you are, how you play the game based on like, oh, is a fucking thief on me? What round is it?
Oh,
What
and
else
then
good, right?
fucking-
Yeah, and then the DLC
And
maps were also some pretty heavy hitters as well.
oh,
and then
dude,
this is when
Moon.
they start. This is when they started with the
Or
fucking.
was Moon and
Moon was
No,
in Black Ops 1,
when
yeah.
was it?
yeah, Moon was in Black Ops 1.
It
Okay,
was the
yeah,
last map
yeah. Moon
where
was
like they
very
ended
fun.
like the OG line of characters in a
Right.
sense.
And then this is when they started the fucking Easter egg shit. Cause I
Yeah.
remember Kino had fucking 115.
And it had the teddy bear that you knifed or whatever.
Yeah, and like they had like little song Easter eggs and stuff like that, in, like in like World at War, but like in terms of like actual like story or kind of more cinematic like big Easter eggs, I guess. This is kind of where it started, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
before it's like little bits of lore, like little hints and stuff like that, and then they actually like fleshed it out here. And I feel like it also hits a sweet spot of like not being too complex, you know? Because like in the later parts of the series, it's like you have to do like the main Easter egg, but it's got like 27 parts of it. And if you want to do the Wonder Weapon, it's got its own steps. And if you want like this gadget in this place, you gotta do this. And it's like it gets so complicated
Make sure you
and stuff
collect
like that.
50 zombie souls by these dragon heads.
Yeah, and like none of it's intuitive because like at its base, it's supposed to be like an Easter egg, so it's kind of something you like do by accident or like you look up or something like that, you know. But so when you like stack so many things on it that almost seem required, like having to do an Easter egg to like get a Wonder Weapon or like pack a punch is kind of as a gate it makes it unfun. I
It
was like Black
is
Ops
very unfun.
honestly is pretty like I could just think of Ascension, right? All you have to do is just land the like 3 different lunar landers or whatever, and then you have pack a punch. Like that's not that bad,
Yeah, or Kino der
you know?
Toten, you just go to turn on the power, and then now you can take the teleporter to the Pack-a-Punch. I thought that was good too.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
well, you had to link them too, but
yeah. Like I don't know if those count as Easter eggs really, but like compared to like the other shit you have to do in other maps to just do basic things like pack a punch or whatever, or advance the story, it's
yeah.
like
I
I think Black Ops
personally
is in a good spot.
absolutely hate jumping through like 20 hoops just to, get Pack-a-Punch or a perk thing or the power or whatever.
Yeah.
At
So,
times
I will
like these.
definitely say, yeah, zombies and Black Ops, pretty solid. Fuck the
At-
Nova Crawlers, everything else is good.
But here's the thing: at times like these, our capacity to retaliate has to be
Oh,
massive.
dude, JFK is so fucking funny.
Dude, the entire fucking.
Oh, yeah,
I was
Riff, just shit in my pants.
like, fine. I was like, that's the reason why everyone. I was like, that's the second reason everyone loved 5. You played as fucking JFK, Nixon,
Castro
It was
and
Castro
who's
and,
the military
Castro,
guy?
and I think it was Nakamura, if I'm not mistaken.
I feel like that's right. I don't know. I can see his face, like the glasses, the fucking hair, and the suit. Like
I'm pretty
I can
sure it was
see him,
him.
but I don't know who the hell
I'm
that was. I'll be
90% sure
honest.
it was him. Anyway, though.
But yeah.
any last
Fucking-
words, Mr. President?
I think we can move on to Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, Nuketown.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Real quick, just gotta say
Yeah.
that Nuketown.
Yep.
Which
Oh,
has
yeah,
been remade like 8 times because of how fucking good it was.
Yeah, Black Ops definitely didn't have as solid a map design as Black Ops 2, but it definitely had some bangers in there.
It had Nuketown,
It
which
had
is
Nuketown,
all
it
you
had the
need.
shooting range.
Yeah, shooting range too.
Admittedly, I struggle to remember it much more than that. I guess the one in Cuba, I kind of remember that one.
Havana.
But, yeah, I don't remember the name, but yeah, I didn't spend too much time in Black Ops multiplayer, so I can't really speak on that much. But,
Except Nuketown.
except Nuketown. Obviously, everyone played the hell out of Nuketown.
It's just a good map, I gotta say.
Yep. Anyway, though, but moving on to Modern Warfare 3, definitely very good, but I wouldn't say it deserves GOAT tier. I would put it
I-
down in the has
Solid.
some good points. I honestly, I wouldn't even really give it solid. It had some cool innovations, like the multiplayer. You had the support packages, which I think they should still have to this
Oh
day.
yes, fucking I remember this.
They
Goddamn.
had the specialist packages, which have come back, but only kind of. Like the Modern Warfare reboot had it, but to my knowledge, they still haven't brought it in Modern Warfare 2, for example. and I can tell you for a damn fact that none of the other Black Ops games has it, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, that was really fun. Um, but ultimately, the game was just kind of more of the same as Modern Warfare 2. The multiplayer just felt like a watered down Modern Warfare 2 because, they tried to really balance everything. So instead of, this everything being broken mentality, it's everything is balanced, which is nice. But it doesn't quite hit that high that Modern Warfare 2 does. The Spec Ops was definitely really good, but in terms of the normal missions, I mean, take
Well,
the one in God damn, take Sniper Fi. They took that and expanded it into survival. But for Big Brother, they just kind of did that, again. Um, so that kind of sucked. Survival was fucking awesome. I don't think anyone can deny that one.
Survival's so much fucking fun.
Absolutely the best it has ever been in the series. I do remember that Modern Warfare tried to bring it back, the reboot,
Tried.
and then it sucked balls. So Modern Warfare 3 definitely the best place to play survival. The campaign was good, but again, it just kind of felt like Modern Warfare 2, but more, which is nice because really liked Modern Warfare 2, but it just didn't do anything new. It was just another really cool action scene. Yuri was cool, but I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even really call him an essential character.
I was more interested in the fucking not in task force fucking 141. I was more interested in the fucking everyone else.
Yeah,
Fucking dude, especially the Paris mission. Fuck.
the Paris mission was very good.
And the fucking honestly, you only really cared about fucking the 141 side when it fucking uh when all the fucking characters started dying.
Yeah.
Okay,
But like
I'm back. What I
but
missed?
like
back.
free
Oh,
Modern
we're
Warfare
talking about
3.
Modern Warfare 3.
I
Oh
was
shit!
like
All right.
I
Okay, okay.
I thought that as like 141, or it was like, yeah, you didn't really care about 141 that much because there was like you play as Yuri and you're just basically spectating them, and like you didn't really care that much until people started dying, and then you had to kind of care
Yeah,
because like you're
Yuri.
watching.
Yuri didn't really have much plot relevance until obviously he got kicked down the cellar, and even then
And all
he
of a sudden, he's
only.
shoehorned into every flashback. Like you were there.
Yeah, which I mean that
Like
was
he was.
kind of cool, but like,
And like in the remake, they fucking like
okay.
implemented better of like,
Even
oh yeah,
even
he
then
really
though, that
was there.
was
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
But
fucking.
yeah, I
But
don't
like
know. I didn't really think that was very well done. It was cool in the end when Yuri, shot Makarov to save Price, but that's about the best he ever got.
he got domed in the head. I was like, get wrecked, nerd.
It's honestly pretty sad that Soap didn't make it. I mean, like at the end of like Modern Warfare 2, all the shit you went through to like,
Dude,
take
that I
him
was like,
down, and then he just dies in the beginning. You're like, damn, really? Like that's it?
that was like the fucked up part. It was just like that was like the only part of like the 141 side, Soap dying and fucking Price killing Makarov. Those are only like times where like I actually cared about like that their side because I was like, Soap dying, that fucking hit like in the fields. Like
Yeah.
you did not want him to die. And
Yeah,
then fucking
he's
Price killing.
closed.
Your audio is so choppy, dude.
He's dying. They're
Yeah,
trying to
well,
silence him in his opinion.
I'm gonna finish his thought. Modern Warfare 3. Jesus Christ. Ow, dude, shut the hell up. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna say it has some good points, and then just leave it at that.
I'd say, because even though I did not give a fuck
inclined to
about
agree.
141, I really like the fucking other side, the other
Delta
story where you
Force?
play that's like Delta Force, yeah. You play as fucking Frost. That shit was
Walker.
fucking fun.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
I was like, all of their missions were just like fun. Cause fucking,
All right.
they had the Paris mission, they had the fucking Washington mission.
Oh yeah,
Like,
DC.
fucking-
The DC was definitely the most iconic part of that game, I would say.
Fucking like their
The EMP.
side was like way more
Oh.
fun. Ramirez, last mag.
Like I don't know if you guys talked about like Spec Ops or multiplayer,
We
and
did.
like
We
it was
did.
pretty much like more of the same in my opinion. Which like I
Yeah.
mean it was good, but it kind of like hits you. You start feeling like that series fatigue of just like there's not enough different, and some of it just like it's there, but it doesn't have like the same soul as before. You know, like it's like they put it there just to have it there without really caring about it. You know.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of the whole everything being there, dude, the guitar riffs whenever you'd complete challenges or like level up, that was sick.
It used to scare me honestly.
But yeah, I mean the only really new things that Modern Warfare 3 brought to the table were survival, which was really awesome, and support packages and specialists, which were really awesome. But
You know,
aside from that, that's
somebody who was
really
kind of
about
dog
it.
shit, you know, support packages were pretty much a godsend for me because I could never have a kill streak. I
Right.
know people complain because they're like, "Oh, well, that's the whole point of the kill streak. If you're like not good, get good." But you know,
It was nice to still be able to contribute something.
yeah, you know, when you're like a bad player, you know,
I remember just getting the fucking ballistic vest was like an achievement for me.
right?
I was
Anyway,
getting code packages and stuff.
but yeah,
Fucking
fun, but ultimately it just didn't do enough. Map design was like good, you know. You had some classics like Mission, and obviously Dome, but did not as many heavy hitters as the absolute perfection of Modern Warfare 2. So
all right. So fucking Black Ops 2, I think
Goat.
was next, right?
goat,
Goat,
Nope.
goat.
goat, not even close. It
Above
fucking-
2.
I would.
Oh wait,
I would say it's definitely,
Well,
it's definitely.
I was like, here's the
Okay.
problem about Black Ops 2. It had the best campaign, bar none.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, best campaign, absolutely. I will hand that down to Black Ops 2. You know, not even close. But is it better than Modern Warfare 2? Because the main thing that's holding me back from firmly, and keep in mind too, Black Ops 2 is my personal favorite game, so this is hard for me to say. But when I take the whole package together, I gotta say that Modern Warfare 2 kind of offers more.
I
And-
don't know if
How
I
so?
agree with that.
Okay, well, let me explain then. You know,
Okay.
because the campaign absolutely fucking legendary. You know, you had the choices, you had the loadouts, you could go off the beaten path to find like landmines and shit, and the orbital strike. The campaign had the most going on. You had the optional RTS missions, which were, I mean, a lot of people hated them because they're, you know, brainless Call of Duty players, but for me, I loved them. I loved playing the little tower defense, switch to the robot, and then to the soldier dude, and then to the sentry gun. I thought that was sick.
I at least give him points for, you know, trying to shake things up in the campaign to make it more interesting than just like a railroad FPS.
And then you had like the choices where, you know, obviously sometimes it was just, you know, not incredibly interesting. Like for example, you know, save or kill Ramirez, or not Ramirez, what the hell? Save or kill, oh my
I don't
god.
remember his name. I know who you're
I-
talking about
I
because you like
know-
save one of them, the other one gets executed, right?
Yeah.
And then they'll join you in like the later mission.
Farid. Yeah, you
Farid,
could either
Harper.
you could either kill Harper or
Yeah.
go for King Bad Guy. I don't know how I'm forgetting his name. He was like the most memorable villain in the series.
Menendez.
Menendez. There
Menendez.
we go. Yeah.
Dude, it
Raul
got shattered like
Menendez.
30 fucking times, especially by fucking what's his name? Ah, dude, Mason's fucking friend.
What's
Harper?
Woods. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Woods just going
Woods.
ape shit like Menendez throws a fucking grenade at him.
No,
Oh,
that was
fuck, dude.
yeah, no, campaign absolutely the best.
I
You
was
know,
like,
it was cool
bar
seeing
none.
how like all your choices, like Farid would jump in front of Karma, you know, and then Admiral Briggs would be there if you shot him in the knee, you know.
Yeah,
Bunch of
honestly,
cool
I
shit.
it adds like a decent bit of replayability.
And I
Sorry,
mean,
I
how
can't
many
speak. 'Cause
COD
I'm like, you
campaigns have replayability?
exactly right. It's like, you know, you enjoy it. Like you might play it to replay specific missions to kind of like a good time or like find some Easter eggs, but like to actually play through the campaign. I mean,
So far, the only campaign that I've really thought about like replaying over and over again is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare and Black Ops 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Black
And
Ops
like
2
I'll
campaign
replay
is
specific
absolutely
missions
stellar.
from World at War.
Yeah.
Also, something we haven't really been talking about all that often, but like the soundtrack. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the Black Ops 2 soundtrack, just like the menu music, the multiplayer music, to me was really fucking good. I don't know what, like, I don't know where, fucking bangers.
For
I'm
sure.
like,
I mean, the menu theme alone, I think it's called Adrenaline. Yeah, definitely one of the best pieces in the whole series.
right? And I'm like, I'm trying to think if any of the previous games we had. I mean, honestly, World at War also had like a really iconic soundtrack. I wouldn't say it's like really hype, but like it's good. It gives across the entire vibe the game is trying to like put forward really well.
Mm.
Which is why honestly I think World at War is solid.
Oh, dude, but no, because I feel like this is unfair because I forgot this is the Black Ops 2 with the best fucking maps.
Oh, honestly,
I don't know about the
Well,
absolute best
but
maps,
like
but
the,
they had so many
no.
good ones. Oh my
I was like,
god, dude!
really good
Standoff.
map. Standoff, you had fucking transit, you had fucking town.
Okay, well, hang on. We're talking about zombies maps. We gotta stick to
yeah.
multiplayer for right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah,
Are you
Oh,
talking
anyway.
about the
okay,
fucking?
yeah.
Are you talking about the train one?
No,
In multiplayer?
no. Standoff. You remember? It was the house in
No,
the
no, no,
middle.
not yeah. I was talking about Justin
Oh.
because he said
I was
transit.
thinking, yeah, I was saying the fucking zombies maps. Fucking.
Oh, okay, you were okay. I thought you were
Yeah.
trying to name like the
Like I'm
multiplayer
saying
one.
multiplayer maps though.
We'll get
Fuck,
to
you had
zombies.
hijacked, you had
Oh my god,
raid,
Hijack
you
was
had
amazing.
express.
Raid
They
was
brought back
amazing.
Nuketown.
Express was amazing. Dude, like I already said, Standoff was probably one of the best maps in the series. Like
I'm trying to
Standoff
think
was
like
unbelievably fun to
I
play
think it
on.
was like one map, and I can't even remember its name that like I didn't like. Like everything else, honestly,
I
every
remember
single other
playing
map was at least
cargo.
like fun.
I remember playing cargo a lot.
Oh, the
Cargo was
TNT
definitely
Carrier.
maps,
fun.
bro, like the fucking paintball arena,
Oh yeah, dude.
dude.
And the skate park. You remember the skate park one?
Yeah, honestly, like the DLCs are so fun too. They were like colorful, they were exotic. They like
Oh,
there was so much random shit.
fuck,
Remember
The
dude,
weapon was
Plaza.
fucking busted.
Oh, I fucking hate.
Oh, dude.
the
Oh, you
what?
hate? Wait, you hate Plaza?
Dude,
You don't
it
like
was like a
Plaza?
love. It was a love-hate relationship.
I
It
like
was one of
Plaza.
the. I was like, Plaza was a love-hate relationship. You either had a fucking great time or you got fucking blasted. There was no in
It
between.
definitely felt like that. I was like,
Yeah,
I liked it enough. I had enough good times that I still liked the map. But there were, definitely because like the midpoint has like such high ground, and there's so many like long angles and stuff like that where people can just kind of like set up in camp. That like if you're on the back foot, bro, you kind of get like soft spawn trap.
I
It's
need to
kind of
make
like
sure I'm thinking of the right one of you guys. Plaza is the one with like the club in the middle of it, right? And the two
Yes.
flanking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like Plaza.
I was like,
I'm like I like
Plaza
it.
was a love-hate relationship.
I had a couple KSG montages in Plaza. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude,
Oh, dude, the
Slums!
guns too.
Oh!
I feel
Yeah.
like all the guns were like varied enough from each other to feel distinct, but like also not like broken OP.
And
Like you
not to
had some
mention,
outliers and some things, but even then it wasn't really like that common,
yeah,
as you
not to
might think.
mention, it was the birth of the Pick 10 system, and it was probably done the best in the whole series.
Yeah,
You know?
honestly,
At primary, you get your 2 attachments, but you can get 3 with the wild card. You know?
Oh, the wild cards! Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking overkill wasn't a perk. It was a wild card. You could have like multiple attachments on your secondary, which is barely done nowadays, obviously barring the gunsmith and all that, but
Perk
Right.
greed.
perk greed, it was extremely fun to dick around with everything you can do in the pick 10. I distinctly remember 2 of my classes. I ran a tricked out as hell peacekeeper with both of the grip attachments and the rapid fire. That was incredibly cool. And then my other loadout, I had a sniper rifle and then dual wielded laser sighted cap 40s.
oh, what a classic. The fucking montage goddamn loadout.
It was great. And you know what, man? I'm just gonna say it. Black Ops 2 had the best selection of pistols in the whole franchise.
Dude, you
Oh
have
yeah, dude, the
Cap
Executioner is
40.
my favorite fucking pistol like in any game.
Bah!
You
Dude,
know,
literally.
it wasn't just like Desert Eagle, Glock, but again, revolver, and then that's it. It was like you had your basic pistol, the 5.7, and then you had the TAC 45 if you wanted a bit higher power. You had the B3R if you wanted the burst fire one, then you have the Cat 40 for the full auto, and then the Judge for the high power close range shotgun. You know, obviously
Dude.
with DLC like fucking Modern Warfare 2 remake, you know, they kind of filled more gaps, but Black Ops 2, you know, they kind of had it best. And
Yeah,
while I
honestly,
do
because I
kind
felt
of
like every
lament,
pistol was viable
I was
and
gonna
had like its
say,
own kind of niche.
I
I
do
was a
lament
bit-
the fact that there was no kind of like Deagle equivalent, but they had the TAC 45, which you know was pretty much close enough,
Uh,
and it filled that niche. You
I
know?
forgot they had the fucking ballistic knife.
And they had the ballistic knife.
The ballistic knife crossbow. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Fucking sticks and stones, bro.
Dude, I
I was
fucking
like, they had all the
love
party game modes, but they weren't locked behind that fucking wager system, which I, personally I liked, but like obviously has like its issues.
Yeah,
when it
you
comes
had
to
the
progression
unlock
and stuff like that.
tokens, but the attachments weren't locked. You just leveled up the gun, which was just how it should have been from the beginning.
And when you like prestige, you also got like permanent lock tokens, which
And
is
that
also
was
really
awesome.
nice. Yeah.
And then fucking
Prestige
Yeah.
was
Oh, yeah.
definitely the most fun in Black Ops 2 than any other game.
oh yeah, you had select fire.
Yeah, you could just
Dude.
make the SMR like a burst
Dude.
fire, which was hilarious.
FAL OP. You select fire that thing, 2-tap full auto fucking assault rifle with like honestly controllable recoil. That shit was disgusting. I'm surprised I didn't see more of that shit.
Now call me a freak.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a testament to like
How many?
how
I was
well
gonna-
balanced the game was, because like it kind of soft brought in the everything is overpowered thing, not to a crazy degree, certainly not as much as Modern Warfare 2, but it definitely felt like every single weapon in that game was good.
Right.
All right.
I mean, you
Who
guys
the-
remember the Chicom CQB?
Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
don't want
I hate that gun.
to. Fucking. Yeah. Who here used the fucking black hat?
Oh, dude,
I mean, I used it, but like I didn't use it.
I
Like,
used the black hat out the ass, man.
It's
Someone-
so
someone-
funny.
Dude, someone had a UAV? No, not in a million years. That black hat, that
was
UAV's going down, dude.
Funny. It was
Yeah, that's
so
my
funny.
it's like it was really funny, so I do it every once in a while. But like, I don't know, having to sit there for like a solid minute because someone called in like an attack chopper or like some shit like that was like funny, but 9 out of 10 times you get shot before you even like, excuse me, get it off.
Fucking. Oh, this is when they fucking put in the KSG.
Mhm.
PSG.
Oh.
They had like that fucking burst fire shotgun. They had the fucking
Oh yeah,
it was
Black
like a
Ops
Remington.
2. hmm
Oh
the
my
Remington
God.
870. Black Ops
Dude, that
2
was my favorite
also
gun.
had the best selection of shotguns out of any in the franchise. No other game has
Yeah.
done it as well as Black Ops 2.
Honestly.
You have your traditional option, you've got your semi-auto, you've got the full auto, but it's actually like a burst fire, so it's not like crazy fucking OP or anything, you know? And you have the KSG, the most fun weapon out of anything in Call of Duty history.
Bang! Oh!
Honestly, it's so satisfying to get a
Like-
kill with that thing.
I would say the only real contender is like the MX Garand in Black Ops 3, and that was literally only
Oh,
because it was just an amazing, like, yeah, you have all this fucking gay ass mobility shit, and I just owned you with a World War II Garand. How does that make you feel? You know?
dude. Right.
Fucking I was trying. I never got locked in.
Bad.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah. No. Black Ops 2, stellar multiplayer. Oh my God, the ship map. What was the name of it? Does anyone remember?
Are we
The
still
what?
talking about zombies or are we talking about multiplayer?
No. We're talking about multiplayer. The one where
The
you're
ship-
fighting on the carrier in the campaign. Not
It's-
in the
oh, it's
campaign,
really-
but like.
Oh,
They call carrier.
Oh, then there you go. Yeah, carrier. Amazing.
yeah,
map.
pretty dog shit poo poo map.
You would say that's a dog shit poo poo map.
I fucking it was that nice balance of it was long range, but it was close range. Like fucking at no point did I ever find myself going, oh, I got fucking sniped. It's fuck, I kind of just walked in the middle of fucking dead open fucking space.
I remember I'd like run the riot shield sometimes and just run across the surface, just trying to see how far I can get, like it's a fucking race. Cause dude, yeah, being on top of the carrier, holy shit, dude.
It was the fucking little animals.
Yeah.
And then like the best fucking, I forgot the best fucking Nuketown they ever fucking put out.
Yeah, I will definitely say Nuketown 2025 is my favorite
2025.
rendition.
Dude, I
Oh, that's
fucking
like that Easter
love
egg. We could play the fucking old ass Activision game, I think, on the TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dead Ops. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Black Ops had Dead Ops, which like we didn't really go over, but like
Pretty sure you
honestly,
could play Pitfall.
pretty fun. Played a few times. I think it was Pitfall. Yeah, it was a game you could play on the TV.
Oh my god.
Um,
Own it.
Yeah,
fucking,
you're thinking of the computer in the main menu. Yeah, no, this was like
Mm.
literally on Nuketown.
oh,
Oh.
dude, Black Ops. Dude, the fucking terminal in Black Ops. Kind of didn't talk about that, but like you could play fucking Zork on there. That shit was fun.
Very cool.
But yeah,
Enough
we
talking
can
about
talk
the
about
multiplayer
zombies,
though. Let's talk about the zombies. And you know what?
right?
This is the only thing that, in my opinion, prevents it from taking the top spot. The zombies was a little bit weak because you had one of my okay, look, right? You had one of my all-time favorite maps out of any zombies, Town Survival, because the simplicity of it just really makes it all the more, I don't know, dopamine riddled when you hit those high rounds, and you're just like running through the town, camping out the bar and the cage, constantly hitting the mystery box, jumping across the pool of lava to get to the fucking bag of punch. It was great. But then you had like Transit, which I really don't think much of anyone kind of liked. There were parts of it I really enjoyed, but dude,
Yeah.
getting Pack-a-Punch on that map is probably one of the most annoying things of all fucking time. I'm not
Literally.
gonna lie.
Honestly, I don't remember getting back a punch on Transit. I just remember
Oh,
Transit
yeah.
because it was fucking hilarious.
Transit was really funny, but
I was like,
when
honestly,
you're
it's been kind of done to death. That like Transit was like the worst map in Call of Duty, just because of like how many annoying little, like the denizens,
Nuances.
the lava, the buildables, the pack-a-punch.
the buildables would have
Trying to
been
get,
cool if they weren't randomly generated. Like it
yeah,
was
and
so
not to
fucking
mention,
lame that like, oh, the hatch didn't spawn. I guess I just can't get on top of the bus and then do like 20 things I need to do now.
or like, okay, it's spawned because like it's guaranteed, but like now I got to go 3 different spots, and like but fucking the fact that I have to have like, buildables that already were kind of a pain in the ass to put together, and then I have to have a goddamn turbine for like 80% of them to work, like the electric trap or the turret or something like that. Like who ever used those things? I'm like I can't think of like anybody who like actually used them in a serious capacity and didn't just do it because like oh I've never really used this. Like how good is it? You
Yeah.
know?
It
And oh
is
my god, the wonder weapon is so ass, dude. You can
it's
shoot it for
pretty
like
bad.
2 seconds and it would like do like 10 damage and then maybe blow up one zombie and then it overheats. And God forbid you held it down a little bit longer and it just explodes everywhere.
Yeah. And like even though I really liked them and I thought they were cool, the fact that you not only had to pay $6,000 to get the Galvanuckles, but that you also had to RNG into using your valuable hatch, for it, that shit was just so annoying, dude. Like it was cool. I liked it. I hate the fact that you had to jump through hoops and you had to give up the hatch to actually get to it.
It was kind of ass. I was like, yeah, they give you like the outside ladder, which is like a kind of nice thing, but like while you're driving and stuff like that, the fact that you can't really hop up and down it kind of sucks.
hmm
It kind of sucks having to choose between the two.
And then obviously, if your douchebag friend gets in the van and then leaves you behind, you're just boned.
Yeah, like the bus itself, just like oh, is he is he dead again?
Like I don't know.
Should we wait till he gets back, or
Nah, let's just keep going. We got a
Alright,
lot of games to get through.
honestly. But yeah, I was like Transit. I think had a lot of cool concepts, cool ideas, introduced, but just didn't really like, realize them. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
like technical limitations or just like time limitations or like what, but like yeah, I just
I think if they just like cut the map in half, not like any of the locations, but like the distance between them, so that if you
yeah,
did miss the van, it would suck, but it wasn't like a death sentence.
yeah, dude,
And it
that
also
was
didn't take 10 years trying to walk wherever you wanted because the goddamn Nova babies would jump on your back or whatever.
those denizens of the fog. I hated those things, dude.
Yeah, that was not particularly fun.
I'm like, oh
It
shit, I
did
missed
kind
the
of.
bus. I'll meet you guys in town. And I'll take a shortcut, and just like every second, just constantly, like you hear, "Roar," and it flies at you. You gotta knife it, flies at you again, knife it. Just not
Another
fun.
thing that really sucked too was that one of like the most fun zombies modes was a PlayStation exclusive. And for me, I didn't have a PlayStation, I had Xbox, so I only ever got to play it once on
Excellent.
my uncle's PlayStation, and then that was it, dude.
Wait, it was PlayStation exclusive?
The 4v4 zombies mode,
Yeah, Grief.
yeah, Grieve, that was
It wasn't on
PlayStation exclusive.
Xbox.
Nope.
It was
What?
on
I
Xbox.
did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it was ass, dude, and it sucks because that was so much fun.
Honestly,
But yeah, it
I
just
loved
was,
when you
wasn't.
get like EMP grenades and just like fuck somebody's like perks,
But yeah,
or like
you know,
sandbagging, like standing in front of like walls or like things like that. Oh my
considering that
god.
on launch the zombies was already kind of bare bones, like the fact that that was just gone for non PlayStation users, yeah, no, that was just the nail in the coffin, really.
Well, I will say, you know, I like the farm map, you know, for survival because it was kind of like town, but like a bit more like I don't know. It kind of felt more hardcore because you don't get like pack a punch and stuff like that, and you don't get like as much space and stuff like that to work with. So I like that. And then the bus depot was fun. It's like a knock kind of thing where like it's literally just the mystery box and you just gotta like hold that as long as you can. So like those for me kind of made up for transit. And then the DLCs were honestly really fun to me. I don't know if some people are like kind of like,
forgot was
eh.
I forgot.
The
Mob of the
DLCs,
Dead wasn't Mob of the. I was like Mob of
Yeah,
the Dead was
Mob of the
Mob of the
Dead was in
Dead
Black Ops
was
2,
Black Ops 2.
yeah.
which amazing map. I never got to play Origins, but honestly, from what I've seen, what other people say, Origins was pretty great.
Origins was fun for the first like 15-20 rounds.
And then I think people mostly like Origins. What's it
Well,
called?
mostly
For the
because it was
plot and the
I think the
yeah,
Easter
it
reason
was
eggs.
the
people
start of the
don't like
plot.
it, yeah, I would say people don't like it because of how it started. It was like the start of like the really convoluted shit,
Yeah.
where after
Oh
watching
yeah,
an
the fucking
hour-long
cast
tutorial on
and
how to do
shit.
like the staves, upgrade them, do the Easter egg, and like all that kind of shit. But like if you took the time to learn it, it was a really fun and like unique and cool map. And then you had Buried, which a lot of people say is like too easy of a map. But for me, it was like it was easy, yeah. But like it's zombies, so eventually things get hard. Eventually things like just keep scaling infinitely, Like even though it took longer, I mean you have what is his name, Leroy?
Yeah,
Like that
the
big
big
Oh,
giant
hillbilly
guy.
dude.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
the big
Leroy.
hillbilly dude, like the wonder weapon, like you like fly and shit. You had like the
Yeah, that was
witches and the
cool.
maze, which like was annoying, but like I don't know. To me, it was like it was so many like little things that were like really fun, and there were so many like really strong like strats and like things you could do where it felt like like Modern Warfare 2 or like Black Ops 2, where like there's so many strong things, like everything's kind of OP, but it felt like that in a good way, right?
Hmm.
The same way that like those games did that, It's like I thought that was a really good map, and I
The
mean Dirt Reeves,
skyscraper
aside
one
from
was pretty
Who's
fun.
Who, I was like aside from like the perk kind of being dog shit, I mean pretty fun map, Liquefire, and like all like the verticality and like the jumping around is like really unique too.
Hmm.
Like I think all the DLC maps are pretty great. You know, I think they're kind of not as mass appealing as like some of the other earlier entries because they each have like their own kind of thing they're trying to do. But I'd say I could probably replay Black Ops 2 Zombies the most out of any Call of Duty.
Especially Town.
Yeah, dude, Town Survival, honestly.
Fucking love
Survivor,
Town.
goated. Goated.
I'm kind of torn because I feel like everything Black Ops 2 did, I like loved. And the only thing that I'll knock it for is like the zombies are kind of like meh, especially on launch. But like it was good enough that like I think I would enjoy Transit more than I would enjoy like Spec Ops of like Modern Warfare 2. Because like you do
Mm.
Spec Ops and you replay it like maybe like once or twice, and then like that's kind of done.
Well, there are
Whereas
like a
like
lot of missions, to be fair.
there's like there's like a good couple, but honestly they're also like kind of short. A lot of them.
True.
Where like in an evening I could probably play through all the Spec Ops missions and then probably play through them the second time, honestly. if I'm like, you know, going kind of hard in the paint. And
Town, I could be there for fucking hours.
True.
I'm like the multiplayer I enjoyed more than Modern Warfare 2. I was like the campaign I enjoyed more than Modern Warfare 2, and the zombies for me is more replayable, and there's like kind of the same level of fun as Modern Warfare 2. You know, I would say there's kind of like more to zombies than there is Spec Ops, even though Spec Ops is kind of like more well done, relatively speaking. So like in my opinion, I would say Black Ops 2 is like my number one, but I wouldn't mind leaving Modern Warfare 2 up there, you know, as
Yeah,
the
it's like-
only other game I would like.
I was like, they're kind of like they're both like side by side. That's
they're,
like
they're fucking neck and neck.
Yeah.
fucking both were fucking great. To like choose one or the other would be to choose the game that you preferred. But like objectively, they were both like the best in the series.
Yeah, honestly. Um. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine just
So-
leaving it like that, honestly.
Yeah.
Works for me. Although
Try to
that
make
then brings us to Ghost, doesn't it?
Hun, this is a sequel. This is a fucking sequel.
It's kind of funny that they're both the sequels, to, like the OG fucking games that were like the start of like their kind of line. You know, the Treyarch versus like Infinity Ward kind of thing.
They're just kind of like they're like 80s action movies, you know. First one's good, second one's better, everything after.
So true. So
Anyway,
true.
but yeah, I think that leads us into Ghost, right?
Oh
Yeah.
god, where are we
It's
put
like, hey, hot take. I honestly,
I love Ghost.
I
like,
thought it was solid.
I'm
alright?
sorry, dude, but in no good conscience can I ever put Ghost above Modern Warfare 3.
I
Yeah, I was
personally
like, that's
I
the problem.
can. Okay. Also,
I
you know, I'm gonna put this right there. I'll just move that right there. real quick. I don't know if I want to put that in the same tier. Real quick.
I'm just gonna say Ghost. It's all right. That's very firmly my ranking.
The campaign
I-
was absolutely dog shit.
Campaign
I was like,
so
I'm not no
So
like
bad.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. All right, but like, first of all, the multiplayer, you know, I had a lot of fun. You know, honestly, now I'm thinking about it,
I feel like we should put it in the have some good points.
it has some good points. Yeah,
it-
but
was
like,
like,
I
it's
would
a-
definitely put it above Modern Warfare 3 though, personally,
Mm,
because the multiplayer, you know, the like mid to small maps were like really fun. Like Strike Zone was really fun. Federation was really fun. I'm trying to think of like the names of them.
yeah, but Modern Warfare 3 had Face Off.
Did it have Face Off?
It had Face Off, and it
Which
had,
one's Face Off?
it was the 3v3, 2v2, 4v4 stuff, and it
Did
was
they
the
have
best.
that?
It was the best in the series,
I
unquestionably.
honestly, I don't think I even ever played that in Modern Warfare 3.
It was so fucking good. The maps were amazing for it.
But I'm like, you know, Ghost. You know, you had fucking
I mean,
what was it called? You had like Infected. You had Cranked.
Well,
you had
Infected was
fucking
in Modern Warfare 2. You know?
yeah. It was like it was in the other like the other ones. You know, but like it was back in here, and they like give you like the different loadouts and shit like that. I don't think they had that in Modern Warfare whatever when it was introduced. I think it was introduced in Modern Warfare 3, and you only had like the one or two loadouts. You know,
Infected?
and yeah, Infected, right?
No, I'm pretty sure Infected was Modern Warfare 2. Because I definitely remember playing Infected on Terminal at the very least. And yeah, Terminal was ported to Modern Warfare 3.
Well, I know there was like a mod for one of them, but was
Well, no, Terminal was officially ported to Modern Warfare 3. But I'm pretty sure it was Modern Warfare 2. At the very
I don't know,
least.
but
I don't know, but it wasn't 3 at the very least.
okay. But
Oh,
anyways, aside from the
fuck,
time, you
Kyle.
know, more variety in the Infected game mode because there were like more shit. There's like a bunch of shit.
Wait, no. We forgot
what?
Kyle. The most fucking fun map. Free Fall.
Dude, Free Fall.
Holy,
It was like the Nuketown.
holy shit! I fucking love Free Fall.
I do remember Freefall. Freefall was pretty fun.
Free
And
Fall is so fucking great.
the thing that's really nice about like Infected and like those kinds of game modes in Ghosts is because all those like dog shit, you know, poopy maps that like everybody hated because like, oh, it's too big. I can't find anybody in Stonehenge or whatever the fuck it's called, you know, or like Whiteout is this or that, you know. Infected was great because you'd have like 18 people, and in these like big, creative fucking maps with all these weird nooks and crannies and like different camping spots and stuff like that, and it was like fantastic, you know. The loadout system I thought was also really good because it wasn't pick 10, you know,
was
but
a
it was
point
like
system.
yeah, it was like a point system with like perks where like I could just run like my favorite gun, like attachment or whatever like that, and then like 7 perks, you know, and just really like cater my playstyle to like what I want, you know. Do I want to like be absolutely like untargetable, untouchable, like a ghost, and just fucking like be like a phantom in the map, just like picking off people one by one and like scavenging and like keep going. Did I want to go balls to the wall, like super fast, high octane, running gun? You know, did I want like a more balanced? Maybe I have some utility kind of stuff, you know, where like I can see and take out equipment and mines and like all this kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, a
I
lot
felt
of
like
perks.
you know, a lot of people love like the pick 10 system, but like honestly, there were like 50 perks in that game, along with like all the attachments and guns, like usual gadgets and shit that they had that really just like felt really customizable. Like the pick 10 system is like customizable, but it almost felt like, at least in the Call of Duties that came out around the same time as Ghosts, like it was still kind of restrictive, you know?
Yeah.
Because like yeah, you had wild cards that could kind of like change things. I can have like, oh, 2 blue perks or like fucking 2 red perks and like a gun or something like that, you know? But those really felt like customizable to me, which I think was a big thing. And the DLC maps are really great. I don't know if you guys ever played them, but they had like that boardwalk and the fucking oh
Maps. Let's see. Fog, Bayview, Containment, Ignition, Nightfall, Mayday, Collision, Unearthed, The Ruins, Behemoth, Pharaoh, Departed, Mutiny, Favela, Awakening, Exodus, Sub-Zero, Showtime, Gold Rush, and Dynasty.
yeah, and like half of those maps were like incredible because they were so like visually stunning, especially because everybody kept complaining like, oh, the game's so like gray base, which like I mean, it's a war. I don't know what you expect, you know. I'm like, the maps are colorful enough, but like just because they weren't like vibrant, like in your face, like Valorant kind of shit, I don't know. But they also introduced like all the DLC too, had like all those fun game modes. Like you could like become fucking like Michael Myers, like Predator or some shit like that. And like I guess that wasn't like an official game mode, but the fact that like, you had like those unique kind of kill streaks, whatever you could find, where like you could bombard cities, you could bombard maps, you could like change layouts and like play as these goofy ass characters. I mean,
Goofy.
honestly, I think that there's a lot to love in Ghosts. And like I haven't even talked about Extinction.
Well, if we're gonna talk about Extinction, I'm just gonna throw it out there, dude. Modern Warfare 3 Survival was infinitely better than Extinction, and you can quote me on
Dude,
that.
that is completely false. I was like, survival's fun, and you play it like a couple times, and then it just kind of becomes this like rinse and repeat of like,
I
I'm just gonna post
played.
up in X spot on the map, put like a bunch of sentry guns, and we just kind of like sit there like gunning down fucking CPU after CPU coming in, you know? I'm like, Extinction,
I played the
especially
fuck
because
out of Extinction.
yeah, I'm like Extinction. Aside from zombies, which like every time you start with like a 1911, 500 points, and like a knife. Like that's it, and grenade or whatever like that. Very basic, bare bones, and like there's no like change. You had classes in Extinction, which meant that like playing with friends or playing alone and like all that kind of stuff, you could make different comps. You could have different like strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah,
It felt
fucking
very team oriented versus like, oh, we all just pick a training spot in zombies. It's just like, I'll be here, you be there, or like we'll all sit in the catwalk or whatever the fuck. It
I
felt
I didn't
it
even
felt
know about the fucking other Extinction maps. I only remember Point Contact. I
oh
don't think
dude.
it's because I don't think we got DLC. Well, I think I remember getting the DLC. I do not remember playing past Point Contact though.
Oh, I
But
remember playing through
Point
every single
Contact,
one.
holy fuck! I played the fuck out of Point Contact.
Because like my thing is there was like a whole like progression system too, and like you could pick different classes and then level up those classes to have like different, I think it was equipment
Yeah,
or like different unlocks to like have different shit. And that already gives like so much more variety in gameplay, as opposed to
yeah.
just like, oh, I am the guy with the wonder weapon, you're the guy with the fucking PPSH or whatever the hell, and like
You have quick
it's
revive.
yeah, you have quick revive, everybody else has like jug, speed cola, double tap, and then whatever else, maybe stamina up or some shit, Like it's like it was very much the same thing, whereas like Ghost or Extinction really allows you to like do shit differently every single time, and kind of mix things up for like several playthroughs of just like one map. And then um the fucking aliens were like really cool because like zombies are zombies, right? They just like chase you, they run or they walk and they crawl and like you have like some bosses here and in there. But there were like 7 different types of like aliens just base, right? You had like that big ass tank one, you had the normal
Yeah, the
default
fucking
one, the
scouts,
scorpions, you
the
had the scouts.
leopards.
Yeah, and then like as the game kind of progressed, they added like different types and different whatever the hells, and then the
And like
fucking
bosses.
boss. Like I think every map had like a big ass alien you fight, except point of contact. I think it's just like a big wave, right? Like at the end when you start
Um,
drilling into the big ass crater.
I think there was no boss, but like you had a fuck ton of rhinos.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
rhinos with the big tank, what is it called?
yeah,
Yeah, but
fuck.
aside from the first one, every single map had like a big monster. Like there was the snow map, which had the goddamn kraken, and there's the ocean or what is it called? Like that big spider thing that you have to fight. And like, dude, over the facility. I mean, I guess you guys didn't play the DLCs, but like that shit was crazy. The kraken was really fun to fight on the ship. And who else was there? I'm trying to remember the other ones because like I only really played the other DLCs like later on. But like, yeah, honestly. And then the fact that like there was kind of like an end goal, where like
Get
in
in,
zombies,
get something, and again.
yeah, where like it's a long playthrough where like it'll take me like an hour or 2 hours to fucking get through, and I might fail a few times. But it's like that amount of time that's like fun. Because in zombies, like yeah, I'll hit like round 30, and then yeah, I'm going for like a record, but most of the time I kind of just get like bored, or like if we're in a group, someone gets tired, has to go, or like some shit. Extinction kind of gives you like that point of like, okay, we had our fun, we like went in, had like a cool bunch of like shit happen, and then we're like done. And we can run it back with like our new loadouts and level ups, or we can do a different map or something like that.
We could do a new episode.
Yeah. I'm like,
No,
I was honestly so sad that like Ghost got as much hate as it did, cause like, dude, Extinction to me was fun. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it more than Zombies, but like the first like playthroughs and stuff like that, I definitely, or I guess longevity wise, Extinction is actually more fun to me, to be honest.
dude, I'm like, I was like, it was unique in the fact that it wasn't fucking zombies. It was fucking aliens,
Yeah, I was
and
like
like it had
other
more
Call of
variety
Duties.
because of that. It wasn't just fucking it was like nerve crawlers and fucking Nova crawlers and fucking lame shit. It was like this thing will fucking fire shit at you. Watch out. But
Yeah,
like it's not gonna kill you unless you don't kill them.
yeah,
And then it'll start killing you.
yeah. And just the fact you had like those different gadgets and those different like roles to like do different things. Like oh, I'll set up these sentry guns, take care of the ranged guys who like spawn and like kind of hang around over here. Or like
It's
oh,
like
I'll stay on the point and I'll have like the armor pack or whatever like that to kind
I'll
of
watch
resupply it, so do
it's
like a
like
base.
I'll do the objective,
Yeah,
I'll
like the
watch
medic, just
spawn.
running around with like a fucking pistol.
Making sure everyone fucking is topped up and not about to fucking die.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking
like, I'm like, I think Ghost for me is like the epitome of like has good points. I think like it has some really high highs, but also has some really low lows. You know.
Well, then in that case, I am fine with where it is. Personally, I like Modern Warfare 3 better, but you make some good points. So, I will definitely say that no other Call of Duty has made me laugh as hard as the first time I teabagged someone to get a care package in Ghosts. So,
I remember that.
I thought that was
No.
the funniest moment of my goddamn life. So, you know what? I'll give you points there.
Oh, also that kill streak, the fucking attack dog. Oh my god,
Oh
where he,
yeah, the tech dogs.
dude, that guy was great. Oh my
Oh
god, it was
fucking.
like 5 kills or
Oh
something
yeah.
like that,
Oh
and he
yeah,
would
yeah,
just
yeah.
be with you.
You had the 3 things. You had the assault fucking pack. You had the assault pack, which was the regular ass kill streaks that you know and love. Then you
Mhm.
had the specialist, or not the specialist, the supporter pack of if you sucked ass at the game, but you still want to help. You had that.
Right.
And then you
Uh,
had actual specialists, which was there if you fucking because everyone's like, oh, we're specialists, and it's like it's right fucking here.
I'm pretty sure it was a bunch of perks, right? You just kept stacking
Yeah,
perks, which like
you
went
just
really
get
well with their system of just like, bro, I've made this to play exactly how I want to play Call of Duty, you know, and now I can just stack even more on top of it. To just be like this walking like machine of just like whatever strategy you wanted to employ.
I'm a
You know?
fucking apex predator.
Yeah, you know, like if you could have like agility and marathon and sleight of hand and scavenger and just keep going around the entire map in like a second.
It's just so fucking it's so fun.
Yeah,
But fucking
I'm like,
was it great? Was it great? Not exactly. But was it fun? Yeah, it was fun.
yeah, I'm like the
Uh,
campaign. I was like, if the campaign had at least been good, I would have been okay to put it in solid. But like the campaign was, I gotta
It
say that
was
was
very
good.
bad. It was
Logan,
very bad.
Logan.
And then of course they had to like
Uh.
try and set it up for a sequel, which like they really didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
And it
It
did.
was so forced, and I was like, ah,
Well,
dude.
they didn't do that for any of the Modern Warfares, you know.
I was like, other
Yeah, that's
than
my thing. They could
fucking,
have just like
well,
kind of, in a sense, ended. You know, there was
other
still
than
more story
two,
to tell, but like you didn't have
I
to.
mean, even two, like it's set up for the sequel, but it's still tied up it's still tied up the story, you know.
Yeah,
yeah,
because in a way you still have like Makarov wrote it like that, right? But like the main shit in Modern Warfare 2 was like settled, you know. They didn't have like Shepard get up at the end, beat the shit out of you and Price, and then
yeah,
drag you away, you know, like he's dead. There's no way that guy should have survived. That was some horse shit.
fucking, it was an ending to like the game storyline. Ghost did not have that. Ghost was like, oh yeah, you're fucking, ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
the fucking,
you guys are ghosts, so you know, go blow up a city.
yeah, you went
Like,
through the entire story just to get back at this dude. Well, yeah, he's not actually dead next game.
Yeah, no, that was fucking stupid.
why is he
Like at
evil?
least in
Torture. Why is this
every
guy evil? Torture.
yeah. At the end of Modern Warfare, fucking at the end of each Modern Warfare, you take out like a key person that you were fucking hunting the entire game, or at least half of the game.
Yeah.
Of like you had your fucking main antagonist that you need to fucking go fucking cap right now, and then at the end you go and fucking cap him, and it goes to the next person in the next game.
Anyway,
All
moving
right,
on from Ghosts, Black Ops 3.
Up 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this firmly and has some good points.
Oh wait, I think it was Advanced Warfare, right?
No, because
'Cause
that's a
2014. Because
Oh, yeah!
Oh, right, you're right. It was fucking dog shit poo poo, dude. Throw it all the way down.
Yeah,
I
no,
agree.
Exo Zombies sucked ass. The multiplayer sucked ass. The
They
campaign
had
sucked ass.
dude. They introduced the goddamn the gotcha system of guns.
Yeah, and they had the loot boxes,
Oh my
dude.
god,
Sucked
with the fucking
fucking
rarities and shit like
ass.
that, which like as a kid was like kind of fun.
for about 2
You know,
seconds.
looking, yeah, you know, in the beginning, and then they kept adding in more and more guns, and like this new gun's meta, that new gun's meta, and I can't get it unless I spend money in a $60 game with a $40, I almost said battle pass, season pass. You know, they're trying to make me spend even more fucking money,
Yeah, no, dude.
and they
Fuck
also
fuck
added
Advanced
in
Warfare.
microtransactions. I was like, dude,
Fucking dog shit poo poo.
I wanted to like it, you
Like,
know,
the
because I
only
think
thing
conceptually it was like kind of cool, but like I hated multiplayer. I hated like going in and out of corners left and right and stuff like that, and some guy just fucking above me just steps on me, you know, or like some fucking guy flew up to some weird ass angle and just camping there, and like
And then
Oh,
you
it
had
was
all
so
the fucking
clunky
Exo
too.
boost and then the Exo shield and shit. And it's like, dude, what is this, fucking Overwatch?
and
Like,
then you
Yeah.
fucking
no,
like
I'm
the
good,
only
dude.
thing I remember that was memorable about fucking Advanced Warfare not campaign.
Well,
Campaign was all
the
right.
campaign had two memorable moments, and that they were memorable
One
for
of
the
them we can't
worst
talk
reasons.
about anymore.
They were memorable for the absolute worst fucking reasons.
So
Oh
true,
yeah,
so true.
fucking and then I only remember the multiplayer because I called in like a mech suit once. That was cool. Cause I got that kill streak. I was like, oh, I'm in a fucking mech suit. Oh. Little did I know the Timefall was about to come out.
Yeah, no, it's Advanced Warfare, fucking dog shit. We really don't need to linger on this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Exo Zombies dog shit. Why the fuck are zombies faster than me and shit?
Absolutely terrible.
It's
Not fun.
conceptually really bad.
Not fun at all.
Black Ops 3.
Brings us back to the
Black Ops 3
where
has good
Treyarch
points.
was like, damn, we gotta do this fucking futuristic shit now. You guys really want to do that?
I'm gonna put it and has good points and not anywhere above it. The zombies was not fun to me. Way too like I'll give the fucking the 60s
Yeah, it has good point.
the 60s mobster map was fun conceptually, but all the stupid ass hoops you have to jump through, I fucking hated it. It was not pleasant to me, dude. The campaign was absolutely atrocious. The only fun part of it was doing the zombie one co-op. That was
Oh, yeah.
okay, but like the actual
Wait, what-
campaign proper fucking sucked. It was
Wasn't this the campaign where you fucking start out by getting your arms fucking ripped off?
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
kind of raw, you know.
Yeah, but
I was
the
like-
story
But like after
sucked.
that, dude, it was so like
It's not bad.
convoluted.
Yeah.
And,
I
like,
was
it
so,
felt like it
like-
was gonna be deep, but like it wasn't. It was like,
Yeah, I was ready for like a good story because I was like, oh, my arms getting ripped off. Oh, this is like fucking Call of Duty 4 where like I was getting shot in the first fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's
But
like, cool,
fucking,
I got robot hands and I'm fucking Terminator now. Whoopee. Gameplay
It's
wasn't
like, oh.
fun. Story wasn't fun. It
I
was
was-
bad. Multiplayer.
Multiplayer,
I feel like
put-
it was as
Okay.
good as you could make Advanced Warfare's gameplay
I
kind of
was
be.
like-
Like that kind of style of like exosuits, futuristic stuff. I felt like it was the better one out of
I was
any of the
like-
ones that they did.
Yeah, fucking okay, fucking Call of Duty 3, fucking the Black Ops 3 fucking multiplayer. I played the fuck out, and I can tell you, for an arcade shooter, best is. I was like, for arcade futuristic shooter, it's the best it's gonna be.
I will definitely.
It's not Black Ops 2. I will tell you that much. But like in terms of like the futuristic shit, like you fucking from here on out, this one was the best one.
I will
'cause it was-
definitely say it was fun being able to pull out like a one-shot revolver every few minutes or so. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
That was fun.
Having the fucking Wonder Waff as your specialist weapon, it was kind of
Uh,
it's kind of but like man, it was so satisfying if you got like a group of enemies bunched up and you just fucking hit them in it, and boom, like 3 of them just fucking insta died.
Yeah,
or
fucking
if you
gravity.
had the gravity spikes, dude, you just jump up and then like just crush someone under you. That was
Yeah,
really funny.
yeah.
I think my
Gravity
favorite two
spikes,
were
yeah,
the War Machine.
Machine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
War Machine and the fucking what is that one guy? The Blades.
Oh,
He was just like commando stab.
Yeah,
oh,
that was
the
pretty funny.
fucking the Echo guy. Fucking, you just literally ran around and stabbed people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure Ethan played the one fucking chick with the annihilator, the fucking one shot
played the-
revolver that pierced it.
And I played the bow dude.
Oh,
bow
the
was fun.
bow. I was like, the bow was fun. Tempest was fun.
Yeah.
I love
Tempest
like,
was also fucking bullshit, by the way.
Did I abuse him? Kind of.
He's upgrades. You never stood a chance.
Oh my
He's-
god, I forgot about that line. Holy Christ, dude, that pissed me off so much as a kid.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's like, dude, I really have to sit here and listen to that dude after he just like fucking.
I love it, the
Meta-slaved.
ending fucking
Oh my
I was
god,
like,
dude,
lines.
that shit is so
And I was
stupid.
like, and like fucking, it was like this was like the start of my fucking complete and utter love for lever actions because I only used one gun in the fucking Black Ops 3, and that was the fucking lever action slug,
Oh, the
Uh,
Argus.
the Argus.
Oh, dude, the Argus
The
was
Argus
so
was pretty
fucking
funny.
good.
I fucking love
Oh
the
my
Argus.
God.
I only use the Argus. I put
Honestly,
so many fucking hours on the Argus. It is not funny. This is the
I'm
only
like-
gun I use.
out of all the
Beyond-
base guns, you know, like once I added like the MX Grand, like all those fun guns, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm using those because those are great. But
Yeah.
on the base guns, the Argus, honestly, goated gun.
I fucking love it.
Speaking of though,
'Cause
fucking,
it's-
they brought back
was-
loot boxes.
Yeah.
we gotta
Yeah.
bring up the fact that they brought up loot boxes.
I was like,
loot
that's the
boxes.
problem.
It was better because he didn't. It was like not so much like rarities and like different shit or whatever like that. It was just like, and then I remember you would get like guaranteed weapons at like certain things, and they'd have like events where you like get more drops or some shit. I don't really remember it. Really bad system, but like I said, like it was better than Advanced Warfare. Like if you're gonna do a system like that, I thought it was pretty alright. You know.
Ah, fucking. I'm looking at it back. I'm like, the fucking Argus.
I've about said my piece on Black Ops 4, so if you, or Black Ops 3. So if you guys want to add anything to it, you know, but that's all I have to say about it.
Zombies, I agree, were very convoluted, but I do like Shadows of Evil. I was like, the only thing I had to look up was just like how to set up the Pack-a-Punch, and like, it's like 10 minutes to like kind of like run through it, and once you get it down like the first time, it's pretty easy. And like the whole vibe of the map was really cool, and you had Jeff Goldblum, so like
The Eldritch shit was badass, I will say.
yeah, I'm kind of sad they didn't like go kind of further with that. I mean, like they kind of did, but like not in the way I kind of wanted it. So like the story
Yeah, they
kind of
just
like fell
went back
short.
to the fucking Richtofen shit.
Mm.
And I want to like the other maps because they were really cool and the story was like cool and there was so much fun stuff, but it was just such a pain in the ass to just like play the maps because every time before I had
The
to play it, I
castle.
felt like I had to. Yeah, Der Eisendrache. I think Gorod Krovi was my favorite one, but you even had to like do shit to get the Pack-a-Punch on that map, which was like not that bad, but like it's just inconvenient enough to like, dude, I just want to play zombies, you know?
I'm like, why play this when I could be playing zombies?
Yeah, you know. So, I mean, that's all I gotta really add. You know, good points, good points. Best out of
Like-
all the Advanced Warfare series kind of games.
Yeah, it's not my style, but you know, I'd play it over Ghosts. So.
Okay.
What was the next game?
Black Ops 4.
No, the next game was not Black Ops 4. The next game was.
I think it was Advanced Warfare
I'm
or
pretty
Infinite
sure-
Warfare.
I'm pretty sure it was Infinite Warfare. Yeah, dog shit poo poo,
Oh,
all the way down.
Daishipubu.
Terrible
Okay.
campaign.
Only redeemable thing was that first Zombies map, the fucking 80s one. Do you guys ever play that?
Nope.
Oh my god,
Like-
that Zombies map was pretty fun. That's all I really have to say about
I
that.
was
game.
like, okay.
That's good.
Infinite Warfare, everything was garbage. Except I actually kind of did like the campaign.
The highest I'll go is it's alright, but that's generous in my opinion.
I was
I'll
like,
put it
yeah.
at the top of Daishipubu.
Yeah, it's still
You
a
know what?
dog
I can
game.
get behind putting it at the top of dog shit poo poo. There you go. That's
I
I'll
was like,
budge
yeah.
on that.
Of all the like dog shit poo poo fucking campaigns, Infinite Warfare, I kind of liked the campaign because it actually was like good and fleshed out. It's just nothing else was.
You know,
About
I
like
heard a lot of people, and I've seen some iconic scenes in the campaign.
the,
I've heard
the
people
campaign
liked
was
it.
good.
I never got through it. I never really.
It
played
just I was like the campaign was good. It's just the game itself was flawed.
I got
If you
so
fucking
incredibly
put the-
bored.
If you put the campaign as a movie and took out the actual part where you have to play the game, honestly, I would watch it.
I think the most fun things about multiplayer just was because I still like Black Ops 3. I was like, oh yeah,
and
you know,
it
it's
was,
just like that, you know.
literally just ripped off Black Ops 3.
And then like a Black Ops 4 came.
Was that the next
Yeah,
one?
No,
I think
the
World
next
War
one,
II.
the next one was World War II. I am gonna put. You know what? Again, another controversial take. I'm gonna
No, I'll
put this.
say
I'm
World
gonna
War II
put
was-
this, and it's all right. And for one reason, it had prop hunt, and it was fucking hilarious.
Prop Hunt was really fun.
World
I
War
liked
II
World
prop
War
hunt
II.
was amazing. But
trying to
again,
think.
loot boxes
I'm
are
gonna
back, and
say-
honestly, they were in one of the worst they have ever been. 97 pistol grips. Fucking 97 pistol grips. So you would just constantly get those all the goddamn time instead of anything you actually wanted. They would
Yo, that
lock weapons
Quartermaster, though?
behind them again because of course they did.
Holy
The
shit.
zombies was terrible. The campaign was just done to death. World War II, do D-Day, fucking Save Private Ryan. It was so boring and trite and fucking cliche. That's completely uninteresting. Multiplayer, I mean, it's
Dude, my
basically
thing
just
was the
World at War
guns sounded
multiplayer.
so bad and felt so bad. Like I don't know how they fucked up World War II shit, but like nothing felt impactful. Everything felt very arcadey, cartoony kind of. The
It's
maps
like,
Oh my
horribly,
god, you just
horribly
reminded me of
designed.
the fucking class packages, dude. Yes, the sound design was awful, but dude, oh my god, how do you make the campaign like, oh, we're gonna go back to boots on the ground Call of Duty, and then you bring in the fucking specialist shit and make it worse? Do you guys remember how fucking overpowered the incendiary shotgun was at launch?
Dude, I'm
you
not gonna
remember
lie. I
that
kind of
shit?
used that shit.
Yeah, because it was fucking broken and you had no
It
reason
was
not
so
to. It
funny.
would one shot anyone from across the map. You got like 6 or 12 rounds, I can't really remember of that shit. It was so broken. It completely shattered. And this was a
Oh,
problem
something
because
else?
I was like
Yo,
an SMG player, right? So I would
yeah.
be constantly running around trying to fucking flank people and these guys would
It
just
just.
wreck me. They had better range than SMGs.
Dude, it
In what
reminds me of
world?
in the newer Modern Warfare 2, the fucking when they added in the Saiga with the
Mhm.
incendiary rounds.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
same type
dude.
of shit.
That literally brought me all the way back, dude. That shit was
Oh my
so
god.
fucking OP. But
Oh,
yeah, the class system sucked. Was not good at all.
yo, that shotgun that had the rifle shot too, so it was like a double barrel, and you have like a single rifle bullet. I thought
Mhm.
that was really fun.
It was kind of
Random
funny.
aside,
It was
but
kind
like,
of
dude,
funny, I'll give
like
it
boom,
that.
boom, and then like he fucking snipes some guy. Oh
But
fuck.
yeah, no.
And for
The
zombies, I
You
I
played the
liked
zombies.
I played the zombies because I liked that I could kind of customize a little bit before. It kind of reminded me of Extinction a little bit. Not at
Oh wait,
all
hold on.
anywhere near the level of detail, but starting out with your own guns and like different things was nice. Um, Two, they kind of brought back like that horror feel because you have to realize it's like right after like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2, where like everything just starts getting like really fucking insane and just like okay, I can't keep up with the
it was
story, bro.
basically Saturday
What is
morning cartoon shit.
And I was like it kind of simplified things at least with the first like zombie map or two because that's the only ones I really played. Was like, hey, we've got like the horror theme kind of back. It's like Nazi zombies again. It's like more grounded. Like I know it's like kind of B movie campy kind of like shit, but like it was still I don't know. It wasn't. It was simplified. I didn't have to do anything crazy like quote unquote pack a punch. The armor system. They wanted to change it up from Jug, which like I get it. Every fucking game you have to get Juggernog, so I get that they were trying to change things from that.
But
And
it kind of failed.
yeah, it was kind of like dog shit creepy. But like, and also like, I thought visually it was cool because it felt like very horror, but also like, oh, it's like a sleepy town, but with like some weird fucking factory, scientific laboratory built into it. So like, was it great? Eh. But I think I would enjoy playing that first map of World War II more than most Black Ops 3 maps.
Fucking
Controversial, perhaps.
controversial. Okay.
Fucking.
I've said my piece.
All right, what the fuck was next
Black
after
Ops 4.
Black Ops 4?
I
Honestly, I did not play Black Ops 4.
I played a couple minutes of Black Ops 4.
I do not
Um,
remember anything from Black
the
Ops 4.
I remember they had
multiplayer.
Blackout, and I
Yeah,
know a
they
lot of
took
people
out the
really like.
campaign. They took out the campaign for
Oh,
Black
that's
Ops.
why I didn't buy it, because dude, I remember now.
So
They
for
don't have
that
a
reason alone,
campaign,
dog
they don't
shit poo
have
poo.
Battle Royale.
But I didn't play the zombies at all. Oh, also real quick, going back to Infinite Warfare, the one good thing about that game, that amusement park zombies map was really fun. I'll give it that.
Yeah, that was fun.
But anyway,
Also, quick side. Hey Kyle,
What's up?
I kind of forgot. Do you remember the fucking in Black Ops 3? There's a robot and his special fucking thing was that he had a minigun on his arm.
Yeah, I also
I
use that
remember
guy
him.
sometimes.
I do remember that.
The fucking death
Cause
machine.
I just fucking pulled up my fucking thing because I'm trying to look for fucking what did Black Ops 4 have, and it's like, oh yeah, and this guy. I was like, who's Scythe? I was like, oh, the guy who had the fucking or who was
Who was the flamer guy? I remember the flamethrower, and he had like another gadget,
he had the flamethrower and he had the reactor.
the reactor. What did the reactor do? I'm trying to because I feel like I played him a lot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. In Black Ops 3, he had fucking two things, and that's why it was so
Well, you had to
fucking
choose.
genius. It had two fucking. You had two options
Like the
beyond.
offensive and the defensive / utility
Yeah,
option.
and fucking. I specifically remember the flamethrower guy because you had the reactor. You fucking physically pulled that shit out, and had like the entire area coated in fucking fucking heat. of like the raw heat of a fucking reactor,
I do remember that.
and like it damaged you, but it fucking hurt the shit out of anyone else. And you just had to, you just sat there and fucking held that shit. The whole fucking, I was like, that's how I held points. I was like, oh fuck, I'm getting a run. Just open this shit up. Ah!
Anyway. Going back to Black Ops 4 though, this was the one where you had to use like the med kits to heal.
Oh
If
fuck.
you remember that.
I remember that in the
Um,
World War II campaign.
I-
That shit was. I
World
remember
War
like
II
liking the
campaign-
idea because like, ah, they're trying to like bring it back, but like honestly,
It was cool
It's
until
not.
you lost Sussman, and then it was no longer cool.
so true.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
you get fucking captured and then you're just like, well,
Dude.
fuck.
I was like, it was such a new idea because every time you would just like ask your wingman Sussman, and you're like, hey Sussman, fucking toss me a medkit. Boom, I went back to full
Hey,
health.
give me a Mac.
Give me some meds. He'll be like, here you go. Just
Fucking
fucking
catch it.
slap that shit on, you're good to go. And then they fucking took him away, and I'm like, fuck.
Bastards,
Now
they
what?
took him from me. They sent him to a goddamn camp.
And then it was like, okay, whatever, right? I still have fucking the fucking captain. You know, he tossed you ammo, so I did have to fucking switch off my M1 Grand. I like the M1 Grand. And then they killed him off, and it's like, fuck! I have no meds, and I have no fucking ammo. What am I supposed to do?
Anyway, oh Jesus, dude, if we keep going back to World War II, we're never gonna finish this shit. So yeah,
That's smart,
fucking,
you fucking
the
hit
map,
it.
the map design was really boring. The kill streaks were really boring. I mean, it's just a bunch of the same shit. The med kit thing, it was interesting, but
Good.
didn't really like it that much. Yeah, honestly, not much more to say. It just wasn't very remarkable.
Alright, fucking. After that, was it.
Cold War.
Was it
No,
Cold
it
War?
was Modern Warfare 2. Dude, are you fucking retarded?
Oh wait.
Have you completely forgotten?
I forgot
how-
2019 comes right after
Oh
2018.
my god. Well, dude,
Oh,
it's
okay, okay.
literally been the pattern for like over a decade at this point. Treyarch Infinity War, Treyarch Infinity War, Treyarch Infinity. So why the fuck would Treyarch just double team?
Well, they had Sledgehammer a couple games, kind of fucking around.
They had Cold War Vanguard, Ethan. Alright, I kind of forgot.
Anyway, Modern Warfare. As much as I would love to
2019.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2019. As much as I'd love to put this one in the GOAT because the campaign blew me the fuck away, it can't go any higher than solid.
Yeah.
The campaign was absolutely stellar. I absolutely loved it. It is easily in my top 5. But there are 2 core problems with the game. The other content, the fucking multiplayer, while it was definitely a really fun return to form, there was no fucking content. On launch, there were barely any maps. God forbid
yeah.
you wanted to play Spec Ops.
There was fucking nothing.
Dude, there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing in that game, and it really made me sad because it was fun, but like there was fuck all to do. Modern Warfare was when Call of Duty started getting really bad with their live servicey kind of shit, and instead of just giving you like a full-on game right at the start, they give you a half-assed game and patch everything in later. So, yeah. Well, Warzone when it first came out, it was very fun, but I don't really think it's fair to include that in Call of Duty as like the tier list review. A, because it didn't come out at launch, and B, honestly, Warzone is kind of its own thing these days. So,
Yeah.
Completely throwing that out the window. The game had no fucking content. Barely any maps. Absolutely no Spec Ops. At least no Spec Ops worth fucking playing.
And
was
from what I
horribly
remember,
balanced, it was
kind of like the
unfun.
second. Yeah, I was like the fucking balance of the weapons and how long things stayed like fucking dog shit.
Yeah, the
You
fucking...
always ran
Dude, there was-
MP5.
Yep,
Remember all those
MP5 was
memes
always
where, like, people
broken.
fucking
SPR was
trying to
always
fucking-
broken.
Dude,
Like, go
SPR
anywhere in the
was
middle of the map and just getting fucking shredded by people.
fucking okay.
Everybody's
I was like
camping corners and
MP5 being fucking meta, whatever. It's no fucking I was used to the MP5 being meta because fucking if you had like anything, if you had fucking um I do not remember these names. If you had the 725, you just fucking shot 'em. I, I was like, and if you were just better, you outgunned them by headshotting them. Like the MP5,
Oh
that was
yeah,
fine.
dude. How the hell did I forget about the launch 725 and Claymores? Holy shit, those were so
Oh,
bad.
fucking dude, I hate the claymores. Holy shit. But fucking
Dude,
yeah, I was like,
so the huge problem, especially with the Claymores, is you had them unlocked at like the very beginning, and you didn't unlock Flak Jacket until like level 40 or something like that.
yeah.
It was fucking terrible. So,
But like,
not to
honest to
mention
God,
they one shot you from A, miles away, and B, even with Flak Jacket, I think they would still one shot you in some scenarios.
but like, honest to God, fucking everything was fine at season 5, and it could have just ended right fucking there.
AS fucking Val, dude.
AS
Jesus
Val,
goddamn Christ.
SDR.
Dude,
I was
the
like,
AS
holy
Val was probably one of the
fuck.
most broken weapons in Call of Duty history.
And then fucking Cali sticks started fucking blowing up. And I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah,
They
dude,
fucked my game.
You think the move speed in Modern Warfare 2 with the knife is ridiculous? Dude, wait till you see the Cali sticks in 2019. Holy fuck, that was
Oh
bad.
yeah, Kyle, you haven't seen, dude. You're gonna fucking hate it. They're adding it next. I was like, they're adding it next season, and I'm like,
Oh
don't,
god.
just don't.
But yeah, Modern Warfare, amazing campaign. The multiplayer was eventually pretty good, and then they ruined it.
Yeah, I was like,
Spec
up
Ops
to
was
season
always
5.
dog. So, honestly, you know what? I'm honestly even fine throwing Modern Warfare down to has some good points. I'm cool with leaving it in solid too, because like I said, the campaign was just that good, and you have to give it a lot of points for like being the first actually good Call of Duty in like such a long drought. Not to mention, dude,
Yeah.
the new engine, even by then, it was good. Oh my god, it was good.
Dude, it took 7 Call of Duties, because Black Ops 2, great, and then everything after that was either like some people liked it, some people didn't, or was just absolutely dog shit. It took until 2019 for it to be like, oh, a pretty generally liked Call of Duty that just is a solid game all around. Good campaign, good multiplayer, good this, and like, I don't mean great, but like, good enough overall.
So, I definitely say solid, but it is not very deserving of the GOAT title.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Dude, I'm thinking back to it, I'm like, damn.
I had
really
some
was
really good
so-
times with it, but
It was really so much fun until season 6.
yeah.
And then everything got fucking got fucking damn oiled it. It really was. It was entirely soiled.
Oh.
I was like, you ran nothing except Overkill, SPR, and 97, or AN94. Fucking.
Oh yeah, I forgot how broken the AN was at launch too. Ooh, yeah, that shit was bad.
Or not the AN94. Fucking ASVAL. I was like, launch AN. It was like strong.
Yeah, I meant something else, not the AN. The AN was never like super broken. It was good, but it was never super broken.
It was a nice addition. And then you fucking C66 came out. All you ever saw run, ASVAL, Overkill, SPR.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
I'll give it a quick mention too, because we haven't brought this up. This was the introduction of the gunsmith, and while it's still really fucking stupid that the stats don't do what they say they do, and you can't know like what you're actually doing to your guns, it was very innovative and a very fun addition. And it was super cool
I like
turning your AK-47 into an AK-12 or your AK-47 into an AK-74U, et cetera, et cetera. Very fun. Still one of my favorite additions in any Call of Duty ever. So another great reason it deserves solid in my opinion. But anyway,
I used the Mark II carbide.
I think that's about all
Cold
that
War
we
or
can.
Vanguard?
It was Cold War. Vanguard was
Cold
after.
War.
Okay, I
Cold
was
War
like, like
Vanguard.
2020 and 2021.
I'm once again fine with putting it in either solid or has some good points. I did not like it as much as Modern Warfare, but it was okay.
I say good points because
I can agree with that.
as well, because like I don't think it was on the same level as Modern Warfare 2019.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Some people
You can say
disagree,
it's
but
like,
I would say it's better than Ghosts.
because I don't really have like an opinion on it because I didn't play Cold War.
I was like, I
or
kind of liked it. It was one of those games where I kind of liked, but like I understood if I understood like the other side of if people don't like it.
Yeah, it definitely didn't have any sticking power with me. I'll say that
Yeah.
much. The campaign was cool and it was fun. You know, returning to Cold War. You know, I will always be down with that.
You know.
But I really didn't like how they did the ending. Right. So all through the game, you're basically investigating a dude called Perseus, and he's a fucking KGB spy that's like in the deepest depths of like American intelligence. You don't know who he is, but he's basically threatened to nuke the world essentially, if my memory is right. You know.
Yeah.
So the whole game is about trying to track down Perseus, and you're getting all these leads. You'll piece together these bits of evidence and things and this and that. And it unlocks 2 side missions if you do some puzzles to like unlock the evidence to aid your investigation on Perseus, which I thought was kind of cool. They were like dialogue options and a home camp to kind of rendezvous with the other characters, build your relationships with them, get to know them a little better. It was neat. It was neato. Main 2 problems. Uh, the twist was like, I don't want to say it was kind of expected, but it was kind of fucking expected, honestly. So it wasn't very like twisty. Basically, you are also brainwashed. So then you have the option of like going back to Perseus, or you can, even though you know that the CIA brainwashed you, you still work with them to bring him down. And here's the dumb thing. It's cool when like you're like, oh fuck you guys, I got brainwashed. I'm gonna go back to Perseus, man. Fuck that, and like you kill the guys who you were working with the whole game. I thought that was kind of cool, but obviously because that's like the bad option, not a lot of people are gonna pick that, especially on their first playthrough. So what they'll do is they'll stick with the CIA. They'll stop Perseus, and at the end of the game, there's a cutscene, and the main dude Adler basically sits down with you. Well, he doesn't. You're like on a cliffside, and you're like, "Oh, congrats, kid! You just saved the free world," or whatever like that. And then he pulls a fucking gun on you, right? And the game ends with you two both drawing your guns on each other, and then cut to black. There's a shot, right? And it was fucking stupid because this guy that you brainwashed.
Yeah.
You told him he was brainwashed. He figured it out, and he still stuck with you. He's probably one of your greatest assets, and you're just gonna off him for no reason. It was very
Like,
fucking
it
stupid.
just made this- I was like, why the fuck would you off him?
Like, yeah, maybe lore accurate, and all that, but like, it's still fucking dumb,
Yeah,
And,
like, if
standpoint.
you should have had it
Yeah.
so he died at the like end of the fucking good side.
Yeah,
Not-
if it
not-
was like a heroic sacrifice thing, fair enough, right?
Yeah,
But
I was like, if
not
he
like
died then,
I don't know, man. It just it
if
was
you
very
died-
yeah.
yeah, if you died doing the good thing instead of Adler just fucking shooting you for no reason, I would have been happy. I would have been like, you know what, I died doing the good thing.
Yeah. But anyway, campaign covered. It was cool. Had some neat things like dialogue options and whatever. But it didn't have the depth of Black Ops 2. It just like, okay, cool, you could find out who Perseus is. Neat. So
They have
ultimately,
the
eh.
They
I
have
will
the
say the
multiplayer
one mission where you raid that KGB base and you're in like a KGB version of America was really funny. I liked that.
Oh yeah.
None of the other moments in the game really stuck out to me. Let's see. The multiplayer, I'll take it over Modern Warfare 3, I guess, but like only barely. The gunplay didn't feel great.
Honestly, I was more willing to play Modern Warfare 2019 again instead of going to Cold War multiplayer.
I'm pretty sure we did do exactly that too. But fucking the gunsmith wasn't done nearly as well. It started to go in the direction that World War II kind of set, where like the attachments aren't really given like real world value and they're only considered from a gameplay standpoint. So like sometimes you'll see like, oh cool, that's like the MP5K kind of model attachments of MP5, but then you have like this weird ass thing where it's got like a fucking grill on the front, you know, and you're like, what the hell is this? This has never been on an MP5 or something like that, you know.
What the hell is
And
this?
it just looks fucking silly. So yeah, the gunsmith. It also just didn't really feel that good to use, cause it wasn't really like you were making a choice, you know. Cause in Modern Warfare 2019, like you could improve some certain bits of your gun, but it would like kinda also have some negatives. So like you could build your gun to fit your playstyle, but usually you couldn't just build an overpowered gun. You know, it would come with some downsides or only very slightly be better than the base gun. Cold War's kind of threw that out the window, and now like having a maxed out gun is kind of required basically, which was really annoying. Um, yeah, I can't really think of much else to say. The maps were really boring. I don't remember any of them except for one where it was like a KGB radio outpost and there was this giant open middle area which was just a complete clusterfuck and was not fun to play in at all.
I was like, I remember that.
It also had the problem of 2019 where there was just barely any content, no game modes, no maps, you know. The zombies, it only had like one zombies map, and while admittedly the one zombies map was pretty good, it took a long time for the second one to come out, and if I'm remembering correctly, it was just a remake of Deriz, which was nice, but I've already played Deriz, so
It's been
If I was gonna
remade,
play
like, 3
Doritos,
times.
I'll just play, you know, a
Yeah.
different game.
so there's also that. Yeah, zombies was fun, but I don't really care at the end of the day.
Alright, Vanguard. Who played Vanguard? Woo!
Wait, actually, one more thing to say about
2
Cold War.
Vanguards.
I will definitely say that one like Vietnam
Warzone.
base, that one Vietnam base map was pretty fun to play.
You would think that.
And doing like the little side quests to keep upgrading your gear was kind of fun. But yeah, I mean it doesn't compare to Black Ops 2 Zombies, so whatever. But anyway, Vanguard, dog shit, fucking poo poo. This one, admittedly, I've only played a bit of the campaign. You don't need to have both of them in there.
I was like, I don't know what this is supposed to represent. Like, did
But
they
the
have their own
campaign was fucking
Is
stupid.
Warzone, go.
But yeah, the campaign was fucking stupid. Absolute atrocity, dude. Fucking rewriting history. I don't usually care too much about that. You know, if
Like,
they
it's a
make
cool
it, if they,
concept.
yeah, like you know, like Black Ops Cold War. You know, obviously none of that shit happened, but it was plausible enough. You know, it was like, okay, I could kind of see this. You know, I can get behind this. Fucking Vanguard, dude, that shit was so dumb. A fucking United Coalition super secret task force to take out Hitler's son or whatever the fuck like that, man. And it was just like this achingly diverse group because, you know, being diverse and progressive is like a good thing now, and the Allies were the good guys, so surely
Oh,
they
watch
were
out,
also
you're gonna get
progressive and
canceled on
diverse.
Twitter, bro.
I don't fucking care, dude. Like, no, dude, everyone was fucking racist back then. You know, you're gonna tell me that you've got a black British dude in the squad, and like the most like racial whatever is gonna be on the Australian guy? Yeah, okay, dude. You know, not the Russian sniper lady, not the black fucking British dude. You know, no,
Black
it's gonna be the
strike
Australian guy, sure. You know, it's just fucking, it was just not fun. And then obviously, just all that shit aside, gameplay wise, it was extremely boring. You know, you had the one cool bit where like you're playing the sniper lady and you have to do like a stealth takedown on the boss, kind of thing. That was okay, but the campaign sucked. The multiplayer, I mean, do I even really need to explain the multiplayer on this one? Map sucked ass. The gunsmith was fucking stupid, dude. Let me have a Thompson with a goddamn scope on it because that totally that was a
I remember seeing all those posts.
yeah, that was a thing that
Oh my
fucking-
god, I remember that Project Melody skin, that VTuber skin that came out with
yeah
in
that
Vanguard in a
was-
World War II game.
yeah, no, it was so fucking stupid.
Dude.
I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
remember if it had zombies or not. I'll be honest, but I have not heard anyone talk about it. So I'm gonna assume that it was also dog shit, poo poo, whatever it was. But from my personal
Bring back
experience,
Extinction.
I fucking hated it. So I am very pleased with it sitting at the absolute bottom of dog shit, poo poo list.
All right. And I think that brings us up to present day, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
Modern
Okay,
Warfare
where
2.
do we put Modern Warfare 2? Honest to God,
I would say it probably goes above Cold War, but I don't know about above 2019.
I don't think it
I would
goes.
not put it above 2019. At least
I
not currently.
I don't know whether or not to put it in solid or has some good points. I'm gonna be real. I
It,
kind of hate it compared to Modern Warfare
eh,
2019.
it definitely floats in the middle, because the
I was like, for
campaign.
me, I'm a little bit biased because this has kind of been my reintroduction to Call of Duty after so long, like such a drought of just like games I just kind of passed up on. You know, I was like, the
I was like,
last really fun Call of Duty I had for me personally was Ghost. Like I played and enjoyed some of the other Call of Duties, throughout the time, and I tried to, but like, I don't know. I mean, I got 250 hours in Modern Warfare 2 right now. I was like, right now, you tell me to reinstall this game and play it, I'll play multiplayer right now.
fucking okay. I think I can safely say we could put it. It has some good points
Mm,
because I
Like the
thought
top
that
of has good
yeah,
points.
top of has some good points.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I'm
I
a
could get behind
keep
that.
it real. I don't like the campaign.
Yeah, the campaign, like, it had some okay moments,
It was pretty meh.
but yeah, it tried to do a little too much, you know.
Yeah.
Like, for example, right? At the end of 2019, you had the scene where Price is talking to Laswell, and he's like getting together the squad for Task Force 141.
Avengers shit.
Yeah, but like we didn't know any of these characters at this point in the remake, right? So like only Price knows them, and then when Modern Warfare 2 starts, they're just fucking there with zero explanation. So it's like,
I was like,
okay,
soap's the
cool. So
fucking lieutenant.
I just know who these people are, I guess. All right.
It
Like
was a bit jarring for me.
there
Because, like,
was
I mean,
no
like, I played the original
introduction.
Modern Warfares, and so I, kind of had an idea of where people kind of stood. But, like, it was very much like, okay, here's just a bunch of people, and now they're just doing shit,
You're supposed to
and
know them. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
Like,
that was not a very good introduction. There was no setup, no like, here's what happened last time. Now here's what happened this time. It's just you're just there, you know.
Alejandro was a great setup.
Alejandro was great. There was some good characters. There were some good missions.
got the missions with, what's his name, Ghost, and, I literally had his name, Soap. Ghost and Soap. I thought their mission together was really fun, and their interactions were really fun for me.
I personally thought that like the survival horror mission where you like have to build Molotovs and shit. I think it went on a little too long for my taste. I
I
like
think it was
that.
too buggy for me. That like it decreased the enjoyment a bit because like sometimes it would like intend for you to like use this to distract them or like do this or that, and like the amount of times the AI would just bug out and they get stuck or they wouldn't spawn or they just like insta see me through a wall was kind of annoying.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
But
I was
story
angry.
wise, I liked it. It was cool.
What the hell?
And then fucking
Who the
I
fuck's
don't know.
playing
Like-
the soundboard shit, dude?
Zoe.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing in here, Zoe?
Fucking
Okay, like stop, dude. I'm trying to fucking make this a podcast episode, seriously.
I kind of forgot that he was trying to.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
Dude,
we've been recording for 2 hours, by the way, if anyone's been interested. But
I don't know if we can air this. I think it's a good
I-
test run, but I don't know if it's polished enough.
I mean, I'm
You
gonna
know?
upload it just for the hell of it, but like,
Yikes.
whatever. I don't care, dude. Fucking.
Fucking-
But anyway, yeah. Campaign
Bro,
was
you're gonna
okay.
end your career, bro. You said some shit right there that like just like
Yeah, we'll fix it in
people
post.
like
I'll fix it first.
you gotta cut this part out too, so they don't know what I'm. So there's not like a wondering.
So-
But anyway, fucking.
Campaign. That's what
Yeah,
we're talking
campaign was.
about. I only cared about only two fucking sides of the campaign I care about. Alejandro and Gaz.
Gaz's mission was pretty
But,
fun.
like,
too.
the
Gaz
problem
missions were fun.
I was like, they were better than the other missions, But like the problem was like we're a bit jaded, so we're like, oh, it could have been like so much fucking better. Especially the
Well,
sniper
yes.
mission.
And then
But like I
let's
still like the sniper mission.
not forget how fucking shoehorned in Shepard's betrayal was. You know?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I get
I'm
like they had
betraying
to
you.
like do it, but I'm like,
It was
I think
like-
honestly it would have been kind of more of a twist to like not have him be evil and have something else. Like he's kind of like the red herring, where you're like, oh, it's Shepard, of course he's gonna betray us, but then he doesn't. I think that would have been kind of crazy.
Yeah, like
And
that
then it
would've
was
been,
fucking Alejandro instead. Oh,
It's some really
dude.
crazy thing.
yeah,
like
no,
something
that would have
crazy
been
like
sick,
that. That would
dude.
be cool.
You know?
But, like-
yeah, no, now it's just like, oh, hey, gentlemen, yeah, this is our base now, bye-bye. I know we've been fucking bros all game, but, like, I don't like you guys anymore, so see ya.
Yeah, and then
It's
just fucking
like-
kill you.
Yeah, and then he went fucking psycho mode and started, like, offing civilians and shit, like, out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I guess this is
Right.
just how it is now. It's like, it's
And
just,
honestly, that like
didn't-
last mission, like
Dang.
boss fight with the tank, I honestly was very disappointed
It was not fun.
because it felt like what's the word? Like it didn't really have the impact of the other ones. Like every other Call of Duty, like especially Modern Warfare ending, felt like very personal, like one on one, like you and the main bad guy, or like you and like the squad, and like this like situation at the end. It has like a very big impact. Where like this one was just grab a C4, throw it at the tank. Now grab another C4 and throw it.
I
at
throw
the
it
tank.
at the tank.
And then like it just explodes and like that's it. You don't get like any kind of like real like last word, like any kind of like dialogue,
Yeah, you throw the C4, the tank blows up, that's just it.
and that's it. And, I honestly, it didn't even register to me like he was in the tank, like he just like died and like that was it. Like I thought
Yeah,
maybe he's gonna pop out, like there's gonna be some other thing, or
thought
like
for
I wasn't
sure-
actually in the tank.
Yeah, dude, I thought for sure it was gonna be some shit like the end of Modern Warfare 3, where like the helicopter crash lands and Makarov like stumbles out of the flaming wreckage, and then you have your final showdown. No,
Yeah.
the tank blew up and he was just dead.
He's just done. Which I mean,
And
like
then you have
good
to
on the
do-
boys.
And then,
But-
but then, what's really funny too, because fucking Infinity Ward realized, oh shit, wait a minute, this doesn't really feel like the end of a Modern Warfare game. So let's just invent another bad guy so that you can have the climactic confrontation with him. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I feel like there's not like a whole lot of cohesion between the story, and
Yeah.
I want to like a lot of the characters and a lot of things that they introduce or reintroduce, but I feel like we don't get enough time
Mhm.
That's
to
like
really be invested in them.
Yeah.
that's the main problem of Warfare 2 is that they try to fucking shoe in old concepts instead of like reinventing them.
Yeah, like it did the problem where like if you're gonna remake a game, you've got two choices. Either make it a one-to-one to the original and just improve either like a shitty gameplay element or something like, for example, Resident Evil 2 remake. It's basically a one-to-one to the original, but they improved the sewer section and just gave it a third-person camera, right? Everyone fucking loved it. Or you go on the opposite spectrum with the Modern Warfare 2019 remake, and there's like a couple, familiar characters, and like Price acts largely the same, but it's a whole new story. Everything
All
feels
new
very
people.
different. Yeah, and it
New-
doesn't feel like a retread at all of Modern Warfare 29 or the original Call of Duty 4. It had some like concepts like, oh yeah, Russians are the bad guys again, cool, but like that's really about as far as it goes, But 2019 kind of felt like they tried to go halfway, where it's like they wanted to bring back a lot of shit from the original, but they didn't want to fit it with the new remake, feel. So it's just this awkward limbo where they're trying to do something new, but they're also trying to cater to the old audience, and in the end, it just ends up pleasing nobody, which is really interesting because I think Modern Warfare 2 is like some of the highest sales ever in the COD franchise now.
Yeah, because
Shit,
fucking
they got me rolled back in.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
I
like,
think
like,
a
right.
huge reason of that is because like everyone has nostalgia for the original Modern Warfare 2. So maybe they didn't really follow the 2019. They just saw that and they're like, "Oh my God, it's Modern Warfare 2 again."
and like everyone who was coming from 2018 was expecting something fucking amazing,
Yeah,
Not to mention they're also coming from Vanguard.
yeah, right.
and it's
Oh,
just
man.
like God.
And I mean,
Damn.
I don't know about you guys, but like I enjoy the multiplayer.
Multiplayer's
I think
alright.
there's a couple outliers, couple like
Alright.
flaws, but like I think my biggest thing was just like a lack of. I wouldn't say like a lack of content, a lack of like. I think the maps are kind of unfun at
Yeah,
times.
that's been the huge problem for like the last 5 Call of Duties, where it's like it just launches and it's just bare bones, and even what is there just isn't amazing. I mean, I sure do love playing on Turok and fucking Raceway 50
Dude, I
times.
hate Turok.
You know,
And Raceway is like alright, but it can also be a bit of like a meh kind of
like
map.
Wasteland, like take Wasteland from Modern Warfare 2, and that's probably the one map everyone will point to as being the weakest on the roster. And it has a lot of the same concepts as Turok, where it's this big open land, but even then, Wasteland still has the bunker system, where it still has a very enclosed, close quarters like area. So yeah, you can engage with the sniper war up top, but you still have an option if you don't want to do all that. Turok just has like 2 buildings, and that is it. You know?
Yeah, honestly. I think it really would have benefited if there's some sort of like underground kind of thing or like some trench line, like
Yeah.
I don't know, something.
Maybe like
You know?
Ajik, like what they did with Ajik Cave in 2019. And a lot of people didn't like that map, and it has its own problems. But it at least tried the concept, where like you have this big open area outside with like tons of buildings you can get sniped from, whatever. But the cave is enclosed. You can't really get shot from the outside. It's its own little thing. If
It's
they did
also
that,
like dark shit in there.
yeah, if you did that with
Yeah.
Turok, I think it would have been a lot better. But there's only like what, like 5. I'm pretty sure like 6v6 maps on launch. There was only like 4 Spec Ops missions, and even then I mean, they're better than 2019's had, but they're still not amazing. You know,
Yeah.
the raids the first time around are pretty okay, but they are extremely annoying even
I hate
on
the
the first
puzzles.
time. Yeah,
I
like the
appreciate them trying to like change up things and make it like as a team-based thing, but like the puzzles just kind of like are tedious to me.
they're
Call of
tedious
Duty,
and
bro.
unfun.
I don't know.
I,
Give me
I
like a puzzle in way of like how do I get through this combat scenario? Not oh Dimitri 7. Oh, and then it spawns like infinite waves of some guy while we're like trying to tell each other in a computer. Dimitri, Kravchenko, Steiner.
Almost died.
But yeah, it's just what about, right? If it's Call of Duty, right? So I think a great puzzle they could do is, if anybody remembers, in Black Ops 2, right? You had to basically escort fucking this one of the hacker executive dudes or whatever. He knew something about the big virus, so you escort him to a room, and he starts to do his magic, and then he gets killed, but whatever. But like, what if, instead of like this big ass puzzle sequence, you did a thing where you've got this VIP, one of your guys has to carry the VIP because, I don't know, he's a fucking cripple or something like that, so he can't use his guns
A
or anything while
vegetable.
he can't carry his guns or anything while he's carrying the dude. And the other 2 guys have to defend him, so you have to like slowly move up, you know, like going room to room, kind of like the clean house mission in Modern Warfare 2, where you're just slowly escorting this guy through the scenario, and like maybe, I don't know, your arms get tired, so you have an excuse to pass him off to another guy or something. But like, you just kind of move through and bring this guy to a room, and then he does something, and then you move on, right? I think that would be a lot more fitting of Call of Duty than like everyone standing in a different room and relaying a fucking Russian code to one guy that punches in the code, and then you fight like 10 juggernauts, and then you're done.
Right.
So, but anyway, yeah, Spec Ops not amazing. Multiplayer okay. The weapon sandbox,
It's okay.
it's okay. Obviously,
Well, it's okay when it works.
it's better now because they've like had time to patch more shit in. But like at launch, it was pretty bad. Not a
Once
huge
again,
amount of interesting variety. Gunsmith has been buggy as shit in this game. Nothing ever fucking works the way you want it to. It's very frustrating.
which
So,
once again, fucking them releasing a game and then proceeding, well, releasing a quote unquote game and then patching everything afterwards. Also,
yeah, I'm so tired of the life service shit. But yeah, I would say it has some good ideas because they did do a lot of unique gameplay stuff in the campaign. You know, you gotta give them some credit for trying different things. You know, a lot of the shit that Call of Duty's never even touched before. Had some good moments. You know, multiplayer does have some cool things about it. You know, we all got to admit. The new perk system sucks total balls, but you know, I guess they tried something new. Didn't work out, but you know, that's what experimentation's
I think
for.
honestly, if the perks like worked as intended, and I don't know if there was like either like a wider selection or like something variance, it would be all right. Cause like, you know, I kind of like it because you know, in like a lot of the older Call of Duties, there's like certain perks that were just like really overpowered or like really weak or like whatever. And so balancing them in the fact that like your most powerful perks will only be available for like the latter half of the match, and the really shitty perks, like yeah, sure they're shitty, but they're always there. You know, it's kind of an interesting balancing thing that lets you hit, you know, add more unique perks, um, without having to balance them like one to one with each other. You know,
Yeah.
was
But
it
then,
executed great? Not really.
yeah,
Especially Ghost fucking not working properly.
for half a
Especially for it
fucking
being a
year.
yeah, and it being like an ultimate kind of perk. You know, it's like, geez, dude.
Yeah.
But
Could have been done a lot better, but had some decent ideas. And you know, I had
and I mean,
more
it took
fun
the
with it than Cold
gunsmithing
War.
and some of the fun stuff from the other Call of Duties and kind of brought that forward, which I mean, you know, great time. Great
Even
time.
if gunsmithing never fucking works, and when it does, it just
Oh
doesn't make
yeah,
the
it
guns
also
feel
like
good.
that's the thing, dude. There's just so many things like if they just work properly from the beginning would be pretty great. But
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2's kind of been mired by so many like bugs and weird issues with things.
Balance problems.
Yeah, honestly, originally I was kind of leaning towards solid, you know, but I think really I was just relieved to have like a Call of Duty. I at least enjoy playing for the most part, you know.
Yeah,
It's
at least
Like
it's not.
looking at it, you know,
I think,
It's
objectively,
not
like
Vanguard.
I
It's
think a
not
really
Cold
good
War.
word for Modern Warfare 2, 2022 or 2023, whenever it came out, is inoffensive. I think that is my favorite word for this game.
yeah,
It is. It's a lot better than all the bad Call of Duties. Doesn't even approach the goats, but you know it does the trick. If you want to play Call of Duty, it's there, and it'll get
Yeah.
you there.
and you know they still have time to like make. I could definitely see it ending up solid towards the end of its lifetime if they just iron out all their bugs and issues, add in a good amount of content, and don't like introduce really broken or dumb things like they did kind of towards the later part of Modern Warfare, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Well,
mean that's pretty much it. I
yeah,
mean, did you
that's
guys
the
ever
whole list.
play? Is this supposed to be mobile or
Yeah,
like
that's
That
the
mobile.
Clash of Clans
that's
one?
the Call of Duty mobile game.
I mean,
Okay.
all right.
It's a
Yeah,
mobile
I
game.
mean like, shoot.
There you go.
And you know, you guys ever played like the Call of Duty game? The like Clash Royale one?
No,
Or not Clash
No.
Royale, the Clash of Clans one? Oh my
No.
god. It was so stupid, but it was like honestly, it was kind of fun. You know, I'd say it had some good points.
Oh,
Oh, because like okay, real quick, Clash of Clans, right? You like raid somebody's base, something like that. Same
Mhm.
concept here, except you have like kill streaks. So I could
That's
call in
really
a
funny.
chopper gunner and like man a fucking minigun firing on someone's base to loot it.
that would be really funny.
It was pretty funny. But yeah,
Alright, I guess that's it. That's everything.
so tier list. And I mean, I'm pretty satisfied with where everything is. I think it's pretty fitting.
Yeah, I think
Like-
it looks pretty fine. I think Ghost is still way too high, but you know, that's just me.
I was like,
other than
that's the hill I'll die on. So many people shit on Ghost, but I think it has some good points, and I think that it.
ultimately, I'm not offended with its placement. So there you go. Alright, guys, that has been episode 1 of the Traumatized Trio podcast. Be sure to tune in every Sunday.
Quick, Justin, play like a soundboard.